to cross the line. Alpha 011. Alpha 01. Harry K. The legend clear. Alpha 01. Dispatch. I'm here. The city calls, the signals fade. I walk the path that I made. I got the badge, I got the sight. I turn the dark into the light. I'm stepping up, I'm clocking in. This is where the game begins. I see it all, I see the lies. I see the fear in all their eyes. I feel the weight, I feel the shift. I am the anchor in the drift. I'm taking charge, I'm locking down. Harry K, I run this town. This is the commissioner. Whoa, whoa, the commissioner. Whoa, whoa, this is the commissioner. Whoa, whoa, I'm commissioner. Whoa, Alpha 01. Alpha 01. I draw the line in heavy ink. I pull you back before you sink. The highest rank, the final say. Make room for Harry K. I'm waking up the sleeping street. I bring the fire and the heat. No time to run, nowhere to hide. I got the law on my side. I feel the weight, I feel the shift. I am the anchor in the drift. I'm taking charge, I'm locking down. Harry K, I run this town. This is the commissioner. Whoa, whoa, the commissioner. Whoa, whoa, this is the commissioner. Whoa, whoa, the commissioner. Whoa, whoa.
Hello guys, welcome back to another stream. Hope you're all well. Let's see what we got. Elka, Cylinder. We have. Hey Mohammed, I see you as well. Amanda, Herman. Infires Nation, Dave, British Guardian, Katie, William, James, Greg. How are we all doing? Fluffy, hello. Hello, hello, hello. And Team Minecraft, how are you doing? Welcome back to another stream. We're going to have a short stream today. But I thought I may as well bring you along while I'm in doing things with French and Lemon and Sarge. So why not? Why not? We should have some... There you go. Finally. So let's steal and see what we else we got. Wolfenstein. Touring.
Hello, Mr. K. How are you doing this fine? What day of the week is it?
Hello, sunshine. It's a Saturday.
That's my least favourite day of the week. How are you doing?
Well, I'm all right. How are you?
I'm doing good. Are you heading up to this legislation talk?
Yes, I'm just passing Sandy
How
Airfield now.
exciting! Have you had a read of it yet?
Yeah, I've been through it. Although you
Nice.
know, Mr. Murphy decided not to give me access to be able to make any suggestions, so I'm gonna have to give them when I'm there.
Yeah, no, that's fine. We managed to get access to it like a couple hours ago, so we just done it all. We've kind of just been like not adding things just yet. It's just been editing what's already there. How's the? Oh, hold on. Sorry, someone's pulled up.
Hi.
How's the vehicle situation? How are we coping?
Yeah, good. Our officers went ham, and we put about 1.5 mil in from officer funds.
How richer than us? That's scary.
Yeah.
But don't worry, we can now make money off of selling sandwiches. So you know.
You can make money off selling sandwiches.
Yeah, we can now make money off selling sandwiches. So if you ever want a sandwich, you know, support your local government. Buy a bunch of sandwiches.
Or support local business to tax by the government, no?
We earn more money from actually selling the sandwiches.
Yeah.
Oh, so what you're telling me is you guys have decided that there's going to be no operators for any of the food businesses. They're all going to permanently close. And yeah, just sandwiches.
Yeah, but we're going to make the sandwiches last 10 seconds. So we're going to add
we will
like,
be
fungi
Team
to
Minecraft.
it, so that,
Bow below me.
the fungi is going to
went live in this YouTube titled I'm Drunk.
Go out of date within 10 seconds of someone buying it.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Thank you. The other party wanted to extend their life? Fuck that.
I can't get down.
Oh, this is funny. That's kind of funny. Hey Murphy, he's stuck.
I can't get down. Oh, thank you.
You weren't going to help him. Alright, who's got the next few hours free then? Are you ready?
This is going to be a long one, boys.
You know, there's 36
now.
pages.
Yeah, 15.
This ain't taking more than an hour.
We spent 2.5 hours going through it.
Listen, you're head of DOJ, right? You've got to really be invested in what we're about to talk about.
Brother, I already had to rework that document fucking months ago.
I don't want to know about you in your fucking ChatGPT document.
No, it wasn't.
Brother, you know we read.
It wasn't ChatGPT because there was so many spelling errors.
Harry, you were there when we wrote that shit. What the fuck
I'm joking.
are you saying?
I'm joking.
Anyway, so let's go consult ChatGPT.
Nope.
Why do you hate the elevator so much?
He's scared of it.
Oh,
Harry! You gypsy.
Oh, now we've got to take the stairs.
Fuck's sake, they're condemned.
That's alright. He thinks we're calling it down. He doesn't realise we're already here.
You're on the wrong floor, dumbass.
Hello?
We're in the meeting room.
Hi, Samurai Jack, where you at?
Stupid stair goer.
Shit, look you in all your chairs.
Why are you down there? Come to the office.
No, your office is cramped.
We have a meeting room where we can electrocute ourselves. Wait, does that mean I can sue you guys?
No.
Ah!
That was your own doing.
Ah!
No lawsuit.
I need to sue the government.
If you do it enough times, you won't remember that you've done it, and then you won't be able to
together.
Ah!
Okay, has everyone got the document in front of them?
No.
Has everyone got the document open?
Oh, I need the document open.
The document is open.
What's the document? Hold on, I've lost it.
I'm being paid for this, Harry.
Oh, I need to be paid for this. I'm off duty at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry,
you'll have to pay me.
The salary is paid by the salary. All right, hold on.
Oh, then I need to leave.
The time this starts at 9. Okay.
Okay, you're gonna have to pay me.
PC. So if we're done with an hour, we'll all make 10k. How exciting is that? All right.
Okay, so starting from page 6.
Page 6.
Please turn to page 6.
I should share this, I think.
So is every page before that fine?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. This is mostly, there's a few additions that we've done, but this is mostly just going over what's already there. And then if there's anything you guys want to add, we'll do it at the end.
So the first thing on the agenda is your composition of
talking
the
about
Department
law.
of Justice. We just want to ensure that we are still appointing a senior judge, and you're approving it. I wasn't sure if that's still the case.
No, that's
Okay,
not the
that's
case
fine.
anymore.
Can you strike that from the document, good sir?
Also, I hate how you've compiled this document. You've put a fucking PNG as the background. It's so
Oh, no.
infuriating.
Yeah, like why
Sorry
didn't you
about it.
just fucking set it as like the page format?
This was made as a fucking thing a while ago.
Oh yeah, blame someone else. That's what they always do. They always
No,
blame ChatGPT.
We made this as a template kind of thing. But it works, so fuck it.
All right, where are we at?
Page 7. So you just scroll down to where you see our changes. Everyone in the page.
Oh yeah, I like how biased you are. By the way, you give access to the government, but you didn't give me access to be able to do anything.
I haven't given you
No, we
fucking
had to
access
request
yet,
it,
bro. I
man.
didn't
It
have
was
time.
terrible.
Yeah,
It was terrible.
He didn't have time to add an email to a share list.
Yeah, so you
I wasn't
prioritize these
around,
guys. I see how it
dumbass.
is. Oh, he hates me.
Well, I'm just reading.
Right, page 7.
Wait, the Article 5 needs some changes.
Hang on, let me
Have you done it yet?
share this.
I'm looking at it right now. Hold on.
I mean, a lot of like Article 5 is kind of not saying it's on you to decide, but it's on you to decide.
Yeah, I'll need to rework that in a bit. Okay, next.
So we've
Article
just changed the wording under the structure of government from more positions optional to a optional with a minimum of 3 party members. All in agreement?
Say aye.
Next,
Aye.
moving down to page
Aye.
8, changing the red and blue flashing neon lights infraction. We're just removing the neon wording, changing it to just red or blue flashing lights.
Mhm.
Okay.
Do you want to change the
Recognizing.
defense must prove comment as well?
Defense must prove lights when visible.
Harry Wolfenstein made that comment last time. Defense must prove. Wasn't there something you weren't happy about with that?
I think it was just the wording of defense must prove, because it's the case of like I mean this goes for every single one. It's just the wording instead of defense must prove. It should be something like defense may provide or defense may show. Because trying to say defense must prove puts it into a case of what is this guilty until proven innocent.
How'd you word it?
I mean, we can go and we can
A
do
successful maybe
replace all.
replace with it a successful defense may be, and then so it's the successful defense may be that the lights were not visible or the vehicle had an exemption, because that way it sounds like we're not saying hey this is you being guilty, this is this is how you can be successful, but you got to control like find all of them, replace
So what?
all.
Defense success, prosecution success? Prosecution
Yeah.
points, defense points.
No, because
Maybe
prosecution must prove that the vehicle, the lights were visible. That's something the prosecution must prove. The defense doesn't have to prove anything.
Yeah, but no, the defense. Yeah, this one's the wrong way around. We'd be defending, giving the infraction. We're prosecuting over the idea of lights are visible, so prosecution must prove that's fine. But defense must prove lights were not visible. That's fine, no?
No, I think it's just the wording of defense
it's
must
just
prove.
the word. He doesn't like the
Yeah.
word defense must prove.
That's the words I don't like.
I mean, defense.
Just change it to must prove to defense points. Defense argument. Defense argument.
Yeah, defensive arguments.
Okay, so change the must prove all that, like highlight must prove, and change every iteration of must prove to
Let me do that, hold on.
arguments.
Let me do that. You keep talking.
I
I'll do
hope for
this.
something
so-
somewhere randomly that says must prove, so now he's just gonna say
Fucking
arguments.
Jesus Christ. No, but like that, it's prosecution arguments and defense arguments.
There you go.
Easy peasy. Jesus Christ. Did anything break? Did anything break, please?
Oh yes, everything.
There you go. You happy, Wolfenstein?
That makes me happier. Is that how you spell argument, or is that misspelled? That's misspelled.
Hold on.
Argument. Argument.
What the hell, bro?
It's an argument. The
You're running
defense
a city.
argument. Seth is in charge of what?
He's public services.
Who did that? Who typed that? Was that you? Who was it?
No, that was him. That was him.
Seth.
I'm firing him. That's an hour taken off his
You're
pay.
responsible of
2 hours.
emergency services.
Seth, you're gonna need to pay us, I'm afraid, to work here.
So he got confused. He thought it was enemy services.
Enemy spotted.
Man was hoping he was able to go procure some tanks. Didn't realise he was just looking after PD and EMS.
Okay, well, there we go. So, red, blue flashing lights, that's fine.
Red, blue,
any
or
flashing lights. The prosecution must prove that the lights were visible and a clear violation. The defense arguments are that the lights were not visible and the vehicle had some sort of exemption for some reason to have it. Yep, that sounds about right. Impeding traffic. Impeding traffic. Sorry.
I'd also hang on. I'd also state about these lights is they need to be working lights because we did pull a guy over the other day that had an allergy and he had a light bar on top of it. But when we got in, we couldn't actually turn the light bar on. So
yeah, but I think it already indicates that.
Well,
red, blue, or flashing lights inside or outside the vehicle.
Yeah,
if they're
but
not
I think
flashing, then
you
it's
need
valid.
to make it clear because officers are stupid.
Then put any functional.
Yes,
red.
exactly.
Just add the word functional after any. Article 2.1.2. Add any functional.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
really
yeah.
a conversation about the first point. With
It does take a long
we're
time. This stuff
fucked.
is-
Oh man.
Okay.
How many
Yeah,
times
we do
have
have
I
a
been
traffic
told?
system.
Bro, you should have seen this document before it was revised.
Oh, I can imagine.
The original format was written by Commissioner Holloway and someone else, and then it was
The Lord of
revised by
Waffle.
like 5 different people. And Judge David Roth revised it again, and then we took the document and we ripped it apart and tore it in and out, and then redid the whole thing.
Was Commissioner Holloway drunk? Like when
Yes.
you kept trying to give him drink on duty.
Next point. The traffic signal red. We've changed it from except where turning right is allowed to
Wait, what?
except where turn. What?
I think we should quickly. That won't take long. Just read each point just to make sure we're good. I'll read them if you want.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah, you
bothered.
go.
Impeding traffic, driving too slowly, blocking normal traffic, blah 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 blah. Driver speed. The prosecution driver speed was blocking reasonable traffic flow. The lawyer would have to prove in the defense argument that the driver was operating in a safe speed under circumstances. We all fine with that? Yep, yep.
Yeah.
Harry?
Yeah. Oh god. Oh
And
god.
also,
yeah.
okay, that's good. Parking, no zones, that's already a thing. Vehicles park restricted area, blah blah blah. Stop signs failing. Stop sign marked stop area except emergency. Blah, 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 driver. I'm just making sure that the speeding is there. We're not at speeding yet, are we?
No, we're not.
No.
No.
Okay.
No.
But stop sign. Okay, now we're 1.6. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So
So
turning right is allowed.
What?
You said
So
no.
where-
What are you saying no to?
So okay.
Wait,
no,
what?
no,
I'm not-
you-
I didn't
you-
say
you-
anything.
You
I didn't say
stuttered,
anything.
You stuttered.
Harry did.
You
Oh, I
stuttered.
said what?
Seth, you
Oh.
stuttered big time.
Oh my god.
Shut the fuck up. Okay. Except where turning right is allowed has been changed to except where turning right is allowed and the vehicle comes to a complete stop prior to turning. All in agreement?
Yep. That's
Yeah.
fine.
It just clears up just before someone absolutely.
Yeah, you go
sends
to a
it
full
around the
stop
corner.
and then you turn.
Treat Legion an over without having to brake because it's not illegal.
No.
Driving on the shoulder except to stop and bypass stationary traffic is legal. Prosecution argument, the driver uses the shoulder improperly. Defense argument, the driver was using the shoulder for a valid reason, avoiding traffic or stopping.
No issue with it. Seems fine.
Yeah, cool.
Fine.
Someone else read the next one too, dyslexic.
Right
Well,
way
right away.
infraction, failing to follow the right of way rules. Prosecution, the driver violated right of way laws. The defense is the driver followed the right of way correctly or another party was at fault.
Yeah, that's just an example. Like if somebody was blocking the road and you had to turn or something like that, you have a reasonable proof that you kind of had to, there was a fault going on there that made you, go away from that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think we all understand it.
Emergency vehicle right away. Failure to
Wrongful
yield
search
to
arrest,
an
it's gonna be
emergency
wild.
vehicle with lights and sirens.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, happy with all that. That's fine. No vehicle registration. This has changed.
Oh, this actually does need to change. Actually, now that I think about it.
I've
Throwing an
actually
unregistered vehicle with a mismatched
I've got a
registration.
suggestion for this one.
Harry, sorry. Yeah, well,
Okay,
go. I mean, was that my ears or yours? Jesus.
Fucking
it's his.
cyborg over there. What the fuck?
Oh, what?
Daddy Elon
Cyborg?
stole you. No,
Oh
Daddy
my
Elon
God.
stole him.
No.
Stole who? No,
No.
who? Me or him?
No,
Oh.
him.
Him.
Ah.
Okay.
Ah. Okay. So, my suggestion to this is that we need also a higher charge for no vehicle registration. So
I think this.
two different charges, because we've got an original one for no vehicle registration, which needs to also stay after 24 hours of ownership. However, we do end up with multiple counts of people just not registering vehicles because one, the fine's so low, but two, there's no. I don't suggest to change the fine, but I suggest to add an extra step up of repeated offences, right?
I think you because there is
I
multiple.
think that comes under fines as opposed to legislation, though.
I think it could escalate.
Yeah, but you'd also need legislation around why it's a repeat offence.
Yeah, but I think it could be in the same 2.4 article, because if not, you're just going to have the same thing multiple times. So there is other articles that already do that they escalate if they're repeated.
Sorry?
My only
They
thing
use,
on the 24 hours thing is there's no way for us to actually check. Is there? There's no way for an officer to check when the vehicle was actually
They'd
purchased.
have to put notes down. No, there is actually. Well,
No,
There is.
No, there's not.
They could.
Not
They could
really.
technically, if they were to take it to court, the DOJ could request it from the government to go to the dealership and figure out when they bought the specific.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
but
could
if they-
request that.
If they
That's
bought it
like
off someone
customer
else,
service.
then that's
Yeah.
different as well. So if it's second hand now, then it's different.
My thing simply be when the officer pulled someone over, add a note to the vehicle.
Yeah, that's what we do anyway. We had
Just
a
add a
note. We had a note of time and date, and then if it's any 24 hours past that, then
If you get pulled over
that's
again
when
and
you
it's
get
still
fined.
not registered, results in the vehicle impounded and a fine. Then I don't know if it happens again. Then I guess I don't know. The officer escorts you to register the vehicle. I don't know. Harry,
Escorts. That seems
No,
like a
you
waste of our time.
Impound the
I don't know,
vehicle.
I'm just thinking. Just impound the vehicle with a fine every time. Yeah.
Yeah. You think if we've got to escort them and they're somewhere out of the way, then one, we've got to take them in traffic laws, which is going to take up an officer's time for X amount of time, right? And if we've got
Just
incidents and things
on the
going on.
impounding, how does the impounding actually work? Because when I was on duty yesterday, it's just simple as impound. There's no choice to length, fine.
There is a fine.
What's the default though? Can they go grab it straight away?
Yeah.
I see.
No, I thought
Were
it was you have to wait the
you
time and then pay the
impounding
fine.
a person's vehicle or a local's vehicle? Because a local's vehicle just goes. If it's a
maybe
person's
the local
vehicle,
one.
yeah, if it's a person's vehicle, it asks you how much does the fine
Oh,
want
I
to be
see.
and length
Do you want
of
to go
time.
Okay.
try out on his car real quick?
You
Please
stay
don't.
away from my fucking car.
Okay.
No, that seems fine.
And then the other change to that was the prosecution's argument.
Charge would be a
vehicle
good idea. Makes them
registration
actually do
is
things properly.
expired,
Not as
Change
100%.
to or invalid or non-existent.
We're not doing a
I'd
point.
say remove expired.
Okay.
It doesn't really expire per se. With the documents. The vehicle's registration is invalid or non-existent. Is fine. The
Well done,
vehicle
Harry.
registration is valid. I think the process of renewal, I don't think is a valid argument for the defense, because it's super. There's no process to it. So you go up, they'll do your papers. They're really quick. So I think the only argument the defense has to be able to make
Is
is
valid.
that it's valid.
Valid at the time of the incident.
No, just it's valid in general.
Yeah.
Like at the time of the incident, yeah. If they were, that's yeah, simple as.
Hang on, I haven't got my documents on me because we're in the car, but they set a time and date you registered it. Yeah. Yes.
Yes, in your police computer, it does. It
Okay,
shows.
cool.
It'll tell you when the vehicle was registered, by who, what time, when.
Yeah. Okay. So no one's just gonna go and register a vehicle and be like, "Hey, look, it was registered."
I mean, anyone buying a car has no reason not to register it. One, Big Polly's across the road, you can register it. In Roxwood, it's not far either. It's behind the building. And in the city, it's down by
down
the
by
airport. It's not
LSI.
like it's not that hard to get to.
Where do we get to? Where was we? Registration.
Unnecessary use of
Unnecessary use of horn. Honestly, I don't know. I think I can just.
Excessive
gone.
use of horn.
No, yeah, because
Unnecessary excessive use
yeah, it needs to
of
be
horn.
excessive.
It has to be unnecessary, excessive use of horn, I'd say.
Ooh, updated that.
Cool. Vehicle insurance infraction. Do we even have insurance?
No.
Okay,
I
strike that then.
yeeted.
It can be
And then
striked.
one below that is the window tint. We striked that one because there's too many factors come into play with that. For example, my
wait, what?
vehicle, it gets too dirty and the windows go
No,
fully
I don't
backed
care.
out.
You clean it. That's
I
your
physically
duty.
cannot
That's-
physically
how do you
cannot
see
clean it.
Listen, that's. Well,
Physically,
I
I
disagree.
cannot
I
clean
disagree.
it.
We're removing that. We need
I
it.
don't think we should remove. We'll look at the cleaning vehicles, but I don't think it should be removed. I think if the vehicle's dirty is one thing. If the tint
Yeah,
is
but
actually pitch black from
Officers,
Yeah,
not
but
dirt,
his-
officers don't know that though, do they?
Right?
I mean, you can tell when a vehicle's dirty,
can-
no?
I just disagree with removing it. I think
I don't think it should
removing
be removed. There's
it
been-
is dangerous.
You're gonna have everyone rolling in blacked out tinted windows.
Everyone's going to be blacked out. We're not going to see if anyone's holding a gun in a hand.
Okay, and then at what level do you prosecute at? There's different levels of tint.
It's always been when it's
I've already,
the
s-
pitch black.
already said if you cannot see the driver, then it's too dark.
What's to say though? In someone's eyes, they can see the driver, and someone
Yeah.
else's they can't. It's
Too
such.
many variables.
Here's the thing:
There's
we've
so
had
many
window
variables.
tint for years, and
I
there's
don't
never
care.
been issues with it on that angle. So
I don't
just
care.
don't.
You know how many times we've had blacked out cars roll up on officers where they're holding a weapon, and we haven't been able to see, and then the next thing, an officer's getting shot.
No, my own concerns, like it's been around for many years. There's been no issues of it. Why are we making an issue now? Oh, because the cars get dirty. Yes, but we can address that.
Well, then
But-
that needs to come into play.
Yeah, it's all checks and balances,
Right, it will. Okay, but that's chill. I think for the time being, officers can be, calm down when a vehicle is dirty to when a vehicle is shiny and clean.
How much hash
and
do
the
windows
windows
put
are pitch
over per
black.
minute before 420? Who knows?
I think there's two major differences there. I do see many problems being if we have no window tint policy. There would be huge issues.
I agree.
For my days in the PD in the time, I think yours as well, Seth, and I don't know everybody. The
Mhm.
window tint has always been a major factor of
I understand that,
cause
but
of
we
problems.
we have to then understand, like, is a petty fine really going to change someone's mind about having a window tint?
No, but it then gives us escalation points of if they get multiple fines within a set period, we impound the vehicle
Okay, that's fair enough.
because
And also if they've noted it multiple times, that's where I think it should be.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I'm happy with that.
I think we should modify it though, where if it's a repeated offense, the vehicle can result in impounding.
Yeah.
Until it's fixed.
yeah,
Yeah, how are you
So,
going to
I
decide when you
think-
do that?
Do we not include that though when we go down the route changing fines and that side
yes,
of it?
yeah, we do.
Yeah, again.
I guess it would. Yeah.
This is legislation as opposed to
Yeah, that's fine.
fines and results. Cool.
No problem.
Speeding infraction, infraction to misdemeanor, speeding 10 miles an hour over the limit. Prosecution argument: the driver exceeded the speed limit by 10 miles an hour or more. The defense argument: the driver did not exceed the speed limit, or whether the circumstances were justified to speed. And the comment is split this between standard speeding and commercial, doing it in a commercial vehicle.
Yeah, but we don't need it in legislation.
Yeah, it's more of a fine thing, I'd say, as well. The commercial situation than legislation.
Because it's illegal either way, right? It's illegal whether you
you're doing it in a
speed or
commercial
whether a
vehicle.
commercial vehicle speeds. But
The difference here is rather than it being an incremental thing, it's similar to going completely wild here. Could you not say it's kind of the difference between, I don't know, battery and, like assault and aggravated assault or something like that, Those are two different bits of legislation because one of the, like, it's not a change of how much you're doing or the amount you're doing it, it's a change in what you're doing it with. We stick with
Maybe
that,
instead of it being a separate thing, it's an extension of the same point.
yeah, I'm happy to extend it, but I just think
I'd rather it be and then the fine will be adjusted accordingly depending on each situation. But it
Yeah, I
should
mean,
still
there's
remain on
no-
point 2.8.
yeah, there's no issue with it being listed there. Just to say, commercial vehicles will get separate charges.
It just you don't sell the situation. I think the legislation one it can be the same.
Because
point, just
then
having
we're making
additional
it, it becomes public knowledge then that commercial vehicles are treated differently.
That's why I'm like, I think
By-
that needs to be put down in legislation
By the
as
way,
opposed to.
when we all sign off on this finally,
Mm.
do you want me to update all the legislation in the MDT?
If you wanted to make it match, yeah.
Just
You don't need
because
to-
it's
I don't think you need to add the points. It's just the actual the titles of each. I don't think the points are needed to be in the
Point-
system.
point
That
and
I
can go-
description.
think they should be.
Sure, if you want. I just
So-
mean that doesn't overwhelm amount of information, if that makes sense.
No, because we've got
Alright,
two
well-
separate sections, right? We've got charges and then we've got legislation. And under legislation, I think we put all the points because then,
Yeah, if you can,
say,
yeah, sure.
say you're a lawyer, right? You get access. You can actually then go see what your defense is going to be or what your prosecution is going to be for each point. And you can base it off that, right?
Okay.
And for civilians, obviously, civilians need to protect themselves as well.
What I was going to suggest as well, Harry, I mean, we can do it at the same time as after this meeting at some point, in the coming days, as we do another one to go through fines and
Checks-
stuff like that. And
checks
then
and
also
balances
within that,
in a
we can
PD.
support putting those legislation points in, just speed up the process.
For the fines, DOJ-wise,
What's that one,
I
Gianni?
don't think the DOJ would be involved in the amount of a charging fine. I think that's more government and PD, since it's more of an economy thing.
Yeah. You just don't want to turn up to another 4-hour long
Yeah,
meeting.
No,
That's it.
I'm fine with that.
You
It's
don't- you
more
don't really
like
give a
obviously
shit.
when it comes to it's like I don't care how much you're charging someone for doing something. Obviously,
Yes.
as long as it's not ridiculous, and then I'll have to go ahead, brother. This is a bit of obnoxious.
$1 million fine for ponytails. I got you.
Yeah, no, I obviously you guys are trusted to do things there accordingly.
Yeah. And it's
But when it
700
comes to any
grand.
law change or addition, yeah, I want to be there.
Yeah, cool,
Or if
perfect.
something needs to be added in as a charge or a fine,
Yeah, that's
Okay.
where I think understanding the difference between legislation and
Yeah.
charges are
when
quite
it comes to the
important.
charges themselves, obviously the charges have to match the legislation. You can't have a charge that
Yeah.
does not fit anywhere in the
Yeah, it has
legislation.
to.
It doesn't
Yeah,
make sense.
Yeah.
So at that point, there's no reason for the DOJ to be directly involved, since the charges is more the financials and the PD.
Perfect. Cool. We
In
can
our-
sort
in
that
our
out in the
situation,
coming
yes.
days. Yeah.
As long as
Cool.
it matches the legislation.
Unroadworthy vehicles infraction to misdemeanor. It's been changed from using NOS or illegal anti-lag. Anti-lag's no longer a thing, so we've implemented drift kits and slick tires.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yep.
Prosecution argument: NOS is in the use. NOS is in use, and then we've added the vehicle has a drift kit or slick tires, and we've removed or anti-lag or excessive noise.
It's also the vehicle possessing NOS, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that's a good shame.
That's-
'Cause in use states that it's kind of being actively
Yeah.
operated. I say NOS
Okay.
is installed or is connected. I'll
As
say,
long as,
I'll
yeah,
say
it's
NOS
not,
is
if it's
installed.
operated in a PD chase, it would be unworthy, blah 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 blah, or in any
think
Unworthy.
situation.
Worthy.
Yes, good English.
Yeah. Okay. We'll just believe that as so. Yeah, we'll update it to include the drift kit and slick tires. Happy?
Yeah.
Cool. Next one: driving without a license infraction. Driving without a license, we've added driving without the physical driver's license in your pocket.
Also without a license.
Sorry.
Why
Well,
why would it be without the license in your pocket? Generally every
No. This is saying that we should have the physical driving license.
I don't
It
think
used
that's
to just
necessary.
be.
They're not hard to acquire. There's no reason why you shouldn't, and there's a reason that they are structured as they currently are, so you can show an officer your ID.
Okay, they are. However, I just go get robbed.
Mhm.
Have it stolen off me. I'm gonna go get one. An officer pulls me over and then charges me with it regardless, even if I'm telling them I'm going to get one because he doesn't believe me.
Well, that's
The way-
extenuating
Then I think officers
circumstances.
can
Yeah,
be
but-
lenient and say, "I'll escort you to the city hall to purchase one."
That's
I
like
don't know. I feel like we give them 24 hours again, like every other police
No, 'cause
force
I
now.
think that
I'm
it's
pretty
there,
sure wasn't
it's
this
there
made
for as
when
usable item with its purpose. It's there to physically show someone who you are.
I think as well that then
'Cause
falls
I
into
could get
line
pulled
with.
over and tell everyone I'm Harry Wolfenstein.
I'm
and he
just
has-
giving the point of we've got some hard ass cops, and thinking about civilians here. If you get an officer that pulls you over and then is adamant you show them your license immediately on the spot, suddenly you're getting an extra fine.
Yeah, but let's say I get robbed and they steal my naughty.
I
Then
think it should be either
it's the
license
same boat,
or
right?
ID card.
Either
not-
or is fine.
I think either or at that point. Not having you must have the driver license. If you have your ID card, it's
So-
passable.
instead of driving
tips,
without
I'm
a
gonna
physical
rob
driver's
everyone's
license, we are
license.
driving without a valid driver's license and having neither a physical ID nor driving license.
I think when that point was originally made was about the suspended license or someone's license being revoked.
Yeah, I don't
Not
know
about the
was
physical object itself.
This is where we're thinking do we then implement the need to have some sort of either physical license or physical ID?
I mean, going forward in the ages, I mean, everything's becoming digital.
Mm-hmm.
I do agree the ease of access of having a physical item on you is nice. I think having an ID card or a driver's license on your person is important, but I think that article there is more about having a revoked license.
Yeah, I don't really understand the absolute need of having an ID card, because
it's not possible to not, unless it's revoked. It's not possible to not have a driver's license. Everyone's automatically got one.
Yeah, but this is what we talked about, that it's going to be revocable.
Yeah.
But then
What happens though?
There's another charge further down on driving with a suspended driver's license.
What happens though when, let's say, Harry pulls me over and I just go, "Oh, my name's Seth Brooks," but I've got no ID.
Okay, well then change it to driving without license / ID, not like.
I mean, you
license.
use that point, but then if you two were nefarious about it and he decided just to go buy multiple licenses, you could have a copy of his license anyway. So I feel like you're punishing more trustworthy civilians than, those that aren't.
But then again, if someone's ID was stolen, that would be in a police report. No, you'd call the police and say I was robbed, my ID was taken. That'd be on the person's file. It'd be registered in the MDT. It was on their file.
You need whole statements about that, because we get it all the time. We always get it.
At which point we might as well say you don't need to, identify yourself to not.
Yeah, honestly, I just disagree with the idea of having a physical license on you. I think it's a bit stupid.
I think
if you're pulled over, you've got
having an ID.
If you're pulled over, you should have to produce it at a police station within 24 hours.
Yeah, but let's be honest. There's no one's gonna do that. Like, how many times do people put a call in down at a station and no one's gonna turn up? It's not gonna happen.
I just think it needs to be changed to having a license or an ID.
That's fine.
Having your ID on you is fine. Like that, show your ID. Up on just prove your identity.
Yeah. Because otherwise, there's
Much
literally no way
vehicle.
to verify anyone's ID.
Oh, guys.
Which then makes
Is that
it
good
just
for you, Harry? Just like
yeah.
it's a form of identity card, not just a driver license. Just to be able to prove your identity.
I mean, fine. I don't think that's a way of doing it though, because people can steal IDs all the time and use someone else's. If Seth's running a drug ring somewhere and wants to stay squeaky clean and then gives them all his ID,
I mean, that kind of falls into what we've been doing over the past few years. You match the vehicle. If nothing adds up, you do a checkup on the person. But you need to be able to see something from them. If it's stolen, then it's a whole other charge, having possession of a stolen identity.
It goes down a different route. If I hand over Harry Wolfenstein's vehicle, but they run my plate and it's registered to Seth Brooks, I'm then technically in possession of a stolen vehicle. Then they have to verify the fact that I have permission to drive that vehicle.
Right, but the point's still the same. Like, if you have a stolen ID, or you tell me your name's Harry Wolfenstein, it's the same charge regardless. So, what would the difference be?
I think it's
in
important
that
to have some sort of card.
Yeah, that's fine.
To show your identity.
It's too
the only reason is because then the only reason then is my point is at the point. What's the point of having even papers? What's the point of having information if you could literally just claim anything and not have any document to prove yourself? Yes, it could be stolen, but then obviously you check on your. Does the car match the ID they're claiming to be? Does something seem off? Then you check it up. You could do obviously. Yeah, I believe the PD today's day and age has the fingerprint system, just in case.
Yeah, we do.
Someone's being a dumbass. I think just having it worded to having some sort of document to prove your identity on yourself.
I've gone driving without a valid license, so just having any sort of that's not. Sorry, this is driving without a valid driver's license. So this is having one on the MDT saying you're a driver.
Is there another chart? You said there was another legislation point on the driver's license about that. A revoked
I'm sure there's more
legislation
legislation about having driving with suspended license.
Stolen ID.
That could just be part of that. The invalid slash
if you
suspended.
scroll down to. It says driving with suspended license misdemeanor.
So this is
so
just
that can just be physical identity card.
Yeah. Cool.
So it's just like a physical driver license, a physical ID card, anything that's just a document that can prove your identity on the spot.
And within the prosecution argument,
both arguments on both sides, but I do think some form of ID is important.
Within the prosecution argument, I'll go, the driver had no ID without any extenuating circumstances. That way, it does cover if someone got robbed, then they go, well, that's my extenuating circumstance,
Yeah. That's
oh my god, so many drug calls going on.
Hey, listen.
thought you was on duty.
I'm not on duty. We
There's
get
a
calls
problem
again
with the
all the time.
dispatch.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But you know what? The dispatch works, so I'm not complaining. I'd rather get them off duty than not get them at all.
Druggies everywhere.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, this
All
is
right,
it, Ty.
next.
That was my argument, but they've decided that you do need your license for.
Oh, well, I'll do this one. Okay, then. Hit
Well,
and run. Sorry, I went next, and then no one
Okay.
said it, so I'll say it. Hit and run. Leaving the scene of an accident without providing information has been changed to leaving the scene of an accident without providing information or
It
waiting
was
for
changed
emergency
for that,
services if
Yanni, but
requested.
that
So
doesn't mean
if
that
I
you
was
need
to
it on
get
you,
driven into
otherwise you
by
commit
Harry,
a
and then
crime,
I go,
right?
"Can we wait for the PD?" and then Harry drives off, that would be treated as hit and run.
yeah, that's fine.
And then prosecution arguments be changed from the driver left the scene and caused serious injury or death to the driver left the scene without providing information or failed to wait for emergency services.
Yeah, that's fine.
Lost, it doesn't really
Cool.
matter. It's an RP, so it's different to the US law system. We build our own laws around
Oh, next
RP,
one
right?
is obviously driving with suspended license, driving with a suspended or revoked license, prosecution
Yeah.
argument, driving license was suspended or revoked, defense license was not suspended or has been reinstated. Cool. Reckless driving, driving that endangers others, like failing to maintain lanes, brake checking, and the above. Driver's actions showed disregard for safety, and the driver did not drive recklessly or had lawful reason to, for their.
I think it also the driver's actions showed disregard of safety and road laws.
Yeah, I'd add
I
that.
think yeah.
Yeah.
And road laws, because they could say, "Oh yeah, but there was no one on the road. I was driving safely and disregarding road laws." But then they could try and make that argument. I think it needs to take into account road laws.
And what would be your suggested change to it then?
The driver's actions show disregard for safety and road laws in the prosecution arguments. The point, what the prosecution needs to prove.
Say that again.
The driver's action showed disregard for safety and road laws.
There you go.
Okay.
Evading police
Yeah, 100%,
misdemeanor,
Johnny.
felony, evading a police officer by vehicle or on foot. Prosecution argument: the driver intentionally evaded police. Defense: the driver did not intend to evade or had a lawful reason to flee.
I think
pretty
that's.
cut
I
and-
think
cut and
yeah,
forward.
yeah, but I think that's pretty ambiguous on
The
defense
lawful
being-
reason to flee could be ambiguous.
not intend to evade. Oh, sorry, I didn't intend to evade. I was just doing my own thing and wanted to get there quickly.
How could we reword the defense argument? Any suggestions?
Mm,
The driver
I think we
was
we
not
literally
aware.
we just put it cut and dry. Say the driver had a valid reason to flee or evade.
I don't
Example:
think
Yeah,
you
but
ever
then
had a
what's a
valid reason.
Yeah, then what's a valid reason to not be pulled over by an
The only
officer?
reason would be the driver was not aware of being pursued by the police. Obviously, that would only apply if it's like a few seconds and you don't see the sirens and so on, and they lose sight of you. I think you could make the argument, but if they're actively behind you and you've got sirens and shit, there's no excuse. I think that's the only way it would work. I don't know. Harry?
I think you give two options on it. So one, yeah, same as what you said, right? In terms of you weren't aware within a set period of time. After that, clearly you're going to be aware of it because then
I think that, yeah, within a set period of time is good.
Oh, and then I think the other point is, the driver was actively trying to find somewhere safe to pull over.
Yeah, the driver, the defense argument would be the driver was not aware of being pursued.
You know, I don't mind, for example, if someone's on a dark country lane somewhere, it's pitch black, and then sirens come up and they find the first lit area to pull over. You know, because no one wants to be pulled over in the dark, right? You don't know who they are. I'd rather we give them some options to be able to pull over safely, and that can be either a lit area or, you know, out of the flow of traffic.
So yeah, the driver's not aware of attempts being pulled over within a reasonable time. I think when it goes on for a while and you see the cop still behind you, I mean, there's a point it kind of gets ridiculous.
You know, the easy arguments to that as well is like from a prosecution standpoint, if they drive through a well lit area and their whole argument was, oh well, I was trying to find somewhere well lit to pull over, then you know we'd have body cam of that anyway, right? Of them driving.
I mean, the
multiple
prosecution
areas.
points already proves that the driver intentionally evaded the police.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's already fine.
We'd have that with body cam.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool. Street racing, misdemeanor to felony. Participating in street racing, prosecution. The driver was racing and speeds exceeded illegal limits. Defense argument: the driver was not racing, or the speeds did not exceed the legal limits. We need to define what racing is.
Yeah. This is it, because also what constitutes between a misdemeanor to felony.
Doing it in a parking lot. In the middle of the docks or something would meet what I'd see as a misdemeanor.
Public roads
areas
versus private areas or secluded areas.
I think that would be the difference. Yeah,
Yeah.
the points need to be changed. Yeah. I don't know how to word it though.
Wolf, you've been pretty quiet.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm lost.
What do you mean you're lost?
Sorry.
Street racing.
Oh, street racing. Okay.
Yeah,
what
so
about street
we
racing?
need to
reword it.
We need to reword it to define like.
It's too ambiguous.
The only way it would be a misdemeanor if it's in a private property.
I wouldn't say private property; it'd be secluded area.
Area or something.
Because if it's private property, then you do what you want on your own private property.
If you're on a dirt road in a mountain, I don't think anyone gives a fuck.
Could you put street racing as just speeding with two or more vehicles involved?
Yeah, I guess.
Because then it's at least like that's a given. Is if they're speeding and they're together, that's
Yeah.
Speeding with two or more vehicles.
Two or more vehicles.
Because that way it's like, oh, there's two of you. You're going, you're together, you're racing. And I mean, maybe we in turn make it a bit more lenient. Because you could just say, oh, we would just so happen to be near each other, but I don't know.
The arty side of me, instead of a number 2, can you write 2? Appreciate
your ADHD.
I don't have it. Well, you motherfucker. I seen that.
Yeah. Even with 2 more vehicles in a public area.
Driving under the influence, why is it highlighted?
Because we're asking, is there such thing as breathalyzers? Like, is there a way for it being pulled over?
Yes. Not right now, but yes, keep it.
Okay.
But however, the number thing, that's got to change. It's going to be the driver returned positive to being under the influence. You see where it says the BAC was above?
Rather than amount.
Yeah. It's a positive test rather than an amount.
The driver's BAC test was positive.
Yes.
No, okay, hold on. Are we actually like? I'm being very brutal here. Do we have alcohol tests?
Not yet.
Okay, but it's going to be a thing.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
I'm drunk driving on the way home.
Hell yeah.
Obviously, as you know, there's no license for alcohol for farms and so on yet. So there is no way to produce alcohol yet. So you don't have a test yet.
Oh, fuck, so I can't get wankered.
Not yet. Moonshine, coming soon.
Yeah, happy with that.
All right, next.
The defense argument would be that, well, the driver was not impaired and the test returned negative.
Yeah, it'd be negative, not legal limit. There is no legal limit anymore.
So at that point, it's just the PD's bullshitting in line,
Okay, so we're not doing this 0.08 BAC.
No, it's just positive or negative.
Cool.
Okay, driving under influence of drugs, DUI, Driving under the influence
Operating a
or...
skateboard on a
what
public
it-
road, right? That should be.
Oh, no, it's the same
I
one.
quite like
Fuck, I'm dyslexic.
Are you okay?
Attempted vehicular murder, felony, attempting to kill someone with your vehicle but failing. Prosecution argument, the driver intentionally used their vehicle to harm someone, and we've added or attempted to use their vehicle to hit someone.
Because basically, without that addition, is you could try to hit someone and miss, and at that point, it's completely fine because you didn't actually
Yeah,
hit
that's
them.
fine.
Okay,
Oh,
next.
this legislation isn't in yet, right?
No.
Harry, we're gonna play fucking running across Legion. Hope we don't get hit.
Well, this is gonna
Yeah.
hopefully after this meeting, it's in tonight. It just needs formatting, Harry, which I can trust you to sort the formatting. Make
I
it
think
look
that's a
fancy,
DOJ situation, right?
I guess.
I can.
No,
I
could
can.
do it. I could do it. I could do it. It's
Just to
fine.
make it look fancy. Obviously, you can see what the idea of it looking like is.
I'll put it in the MDT and things. Probably
Yeah,
tomorrow
and
because
it'll,
it's all manual. So
yeah,
I'll
That's
have
fine.
to
That's
go in
fine.
and-
Oh, is it man? Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
We'll do it all tomorrow. We'll do formatting.
Yeah, I can't even-
MT2
I can't even
without
upload
it.
into it, so
tomorrow,
I'll just do it
tomorrow the
manually.
document goes public.
Mhm.
Give 5 days to people to get familiar with the document, and then take interviews for lawyers.
5 days.
Next point,
Should be
vehicular
3
murder.
days. I'm not bothered.
Next point was vehicular
I think
murder.
3 days is enough.
Killing
actually.
someone with intentionally with a vehicle. Prosecution, the vehicle was used with a premeditated intent to cause harm. I think that should be changed to cause death.
I think causing harm is
Well, no, because that,
Well, no,
that
still-
harm would
that
be
would be-
manslaughter.
No,
Mhm.
no,
what- that's
it wouldn't be. That's not what manslaughter is either. That
No,
would,
it's not.
manslaughter is an accident.
that'd be vehicular assault. That would be, or
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, maybe
Well, if
maybe we do need one for vehicular assault.
because I'd say vehicular assault is basically either they die or they don't die, and if they don't
Yeah,
die,
I think it
well, that
would
was
fit in.
attempted
It's
death.
just reword it to vehicular assault instead of vehicular murder.
Yeah.
And then the one above it, rename it to attempted vehicular assault instead of attempted vehicular murder, so they both match.
Hey, Foggy, welcome
Makes
to
sense.
Conscript, you absolute legend. No, the mayor is Lemon. It's Harry Wolfenstein.
Okay, next one is vehicular murder, manslaughter. We've added this because it was missing. We thought it was needed. Yeah, it's just
More use.
unintentional.
More use for commercial, right? You know.
Yeah, that's more of a commercial. Yeah, I mean that's fine.
Question
I've
on
made
that.
it 11.2.18.5.
Are we-
'cause otherwise, it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Are we going to think about the difference between manslaughter of a person or a local? Because we do have local charges.
Treat them the same.
And
I think that would be part of the charges.
okay, so you wanna keep it the same.
Oh, yeah.
regardless?
I'd say no. Then put misdemeanor to felony instead, because
Yeah,
obviously
yeah.
I think if it's a local, it's a misdemeanor.
Yeah, they're all stupid as fuck. We don't
Which
care
is
about
probably why they're fighting back at the moment. And then if it's obviously not a local, it's a felony.
You know what
How do I
was
spell
brutal?
misdemeanor?
I had an officer tase someone the other day. Go to arrest him, and a local ran over and suplexed the officer.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I've seen some locals do some fucked up shit.
Locals are literally helping criminals.
I've got a local resident in my house, and he slammed both me and Harry.
Yeah, like
that just sounds like one of
immediately
those parties you don't want in Redline Media.
pull the
Okay,
torch
what's
out and
next?
just fucks us.
Next, where was we? Dangerous driving. To the infraction, driving with disregard for safety. Driver showed reckless or dangerous behavior. Driver was not behaving dangerously or had a valid reason. I think we should remove the valid reason.
I think valid reason. to be
How do you
removed.
define what's a valid reason to drive dangerous?
I was going to the hospital because
To
my
make a
leg was
suggestion,
falling off.
I'm in law
and
enforcement
because my leg
IRL.
fell
Look
off
at
in the
2A
car, I
or
was
2C
stuck
in
on
the
full
code book
throttle.
for law enforcement.
Yeah, just remove the
Take
valid
what
reason.
you need
That was a
out
very
to
valid reason, sir.
Yeah, we could look at that. That'd be a good idea.
And with cases like this, where it's like if there is a valid reason, those are the type of things that can be brought up in
100% with a
court
typewriter.
and be left to the
Yeah.
the judge to decide on.
Negligent driving causing death or serious injury, misdemeanor to felony. Causing death or serious injury through negligent driving. Driver's action caused injury or death. Driver's actions were not negligent, or the injury to death was not caused by them. I don't know if I like the wording on that. The wording's a bit weird.
I know, and I guess misdemeanor felony. We're
Would
thinking
that not,
about them
would
being
that also not
causing
fall?
death for serious
Would that not be
injury.
part of vehicular assault now? Anyway.
Yeah.
Should
Yeah.
we just strike all that?
I think it could be strike because
Strike it from the
vehicular
record.
assault is the same thing.
Right.
We do need to add.
Why? Well, is it the same thing? Because it's more about people in the same
Has
vehicle.
Murphy
if you know.
found out about the lifted PD truck?
The whole point of, like, say, death by dangerous driving is someone in your own vehicle could die based on your actions, not you assaulting them with a vehicle.
Put it back up.
Bring it back.
Bring it back for
Bring
a
it
second.
back.
It might just need rewording into, because yeah, it's negligent driving, right? So say you're
Yeah.
say
Endangering
you end up-
passengers of your vehicle.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, exactly right. Because say you get into a 1080 with an officer, and your passenger is very much an unwilling passenger.
Yeah, no.
And
Okay,
you-
well here's
cause
an idea.
death.
Negligent endangerment.
Yes, negligent endangerment. I like that.
So change negligent driving to negligent endangerment.
Yes. The whole thing, negligent endangerment.
Yeah, just make it nice and simple. Negligent endangerment.
Even the whole things after that, remove the causing death, serious injury can be probably removed. Negligent endangerment is the whole just thing.
Yeah, happy?
Yes.
Cool. Intercepting a police chase felony, interfering with an ongoing police pursuit by following or ramming the police. Prosecution, the driver was
that's
following
fine.
unobstructed and aided the fleeing suspect. Defense, the driver did not interfere with the chase and was not following the pursuit.
Yeah,
I think
that was a
for
huge
both-
issue in the past. That needs to be a thing now.
I think for both prosecution and defense, just looking out for civilians, that also needs to state that they had been warned prior to break off.
Prosecution's argument has to be that that they got warned 3 times to break off.
Yeah.
And the defense has to prove that they didn't get, they have to prove that they didn't get warned. And then as long as if they can prove that they didn't get warned, and if the prosecution can prove that they did warn them, that's already who's right or wrong.
Yeah, exactly right.
Can I suggest we try to find a more efficient way to do this? I've just realised it's taken us an hour to do 3 pages. There's another 20 to go.
What's your more effective way?
These are laws, my guy.
Yeah, no. I think the most effective way we could do this right now is give Harry
Oh, yeah, give me some
comments
access.
and access, and it's all just
I need an
go
email.
through it.
I sent it to you.
I've already requested it as well.
I'm just thinking because I know it's important, but at this rate, we're going to be here for another 8 hours.
We are getting paid.
We are.
Yeah, but honestly,
Do you know
I
what-
can't
do you-
stand to
hold
be
on.
in a room with you 3 for
Do you know,
Yeah,
what
yeah.
else- do you know I
Access
also
sorted.
feel like it's going to speed up the whole process if we are in a Teams meeting.
Mm.
Because I'm currently having to go switch between it. It's fucking agonizing.
What are you talking about?
No, this is alright.
Huh?
It's all
What?
right for you. You're not the one that's typing it.
Yeah, but I am, looking at it and things as well and scrolling through it, so it's the same thing.
What? I'm so confused.
He just doesn't like having to, come and talk.
He doesn't like to have to use his voice box. He just likes to be able to
Exactly.
talk what he's thinking.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Use of force in pursuits. Ah, yes, big one.
Reasonable force during police pursuits if necessary.
Yep. I think yeah. I
Yeah,
think that comes
think
when
that's
it's like
happy as is.
policy of like, is the vehicle being pushed out of the way, neutralized with the use of the police vehicle itself.
Or being rammed into
I
submission.
think there needs to be a point added, which I think on a DOJ standpoint, the PD should be able to do under certain conditions to shoot tires. Under safe conditions, they should
That's-
be able to shoot the tires of the
I
criminal
think
vehicle.
that's
If-
down to policy as opposed to legislation.
I think due to problems we've had in the past, it should be in the legislation.
Yeah,
I-
we've had a lot of issues with it. And
Yeah, the
it is-
lawyers in the past were fucking ridiculous about it.
It
But
is a policy of ours because we take it if we want to stop a vehicle, but we've had situations where we've argued about whether we
there's
should
been
just shoot the driver or shoot the tires
Yeah.
because people were
You're
so
killing off
scared
somebody?
of DOJ because of you know, a stray bullet.
Yeah, no, if it's under safe circumstances and there has been a chase going on for a very long time, multiple situations of endangerment, the tires could be targeted.
How
But
the
there-
fuck do you want to
Can
word that?
I?
Oh,
Can
I
I
love that.
suggest
I'm gonna
instead
shoot
of
everyone's
wording
tires.
out
No,
that
no,
way,
this is what I mean by
we go
situation.
using
It's
reasonable
already a
police
thing.
during reasonable force during police pursuits if necessary, as outlined under the police policy. That way, that they still have to check it against the police policy for it to be against legislation, so it keeps in line with that. But we're not then going into details of
Yeah,
well,
but
this
this-
is the exact speed they have to hit, or this is
So-
the exact length of.
Just to be devil's advocate on that, this is
Mhm.
meant for you guys to be able to have a check and balance against PD. Because if you say police policy, I could just go write a police policy right now that you have no say in and say that, hey, we're going to shoot everyone that runs from us over 100 miles an hour.
As attached to DOJ's policy of use of force, because otherwise we've got to go around and detail exactly what is reasonable.
wait, did you say
support.
DOJ policy?
DOJ,
Can't
yeah.
make it.
Bro, the DOJ policy is the legislation, dumbass.
Yeah,
Well, no,
but
but here's the
this is it.
situation.
This is it.
Otherwise, right now we've got to fully detail out exactly what is reasonable support, reasonable
No.
force.
The reasonable force is obviously it's determined by how dangerous is the criminal driving.
Yeah, but who decides it? This is just me being devil's advocate.
That
here,
comes up
right?
to it comes up to the officers. I mean, at that point, and then the argument would be, did the officers have reasonable belief to believe that they were a high threat? Can
And
they
doesn't
prove
the
that this
tires
was?
fall under the same boat?
Yeah, but that would say doing it under safe conditions. You'd be out in the middle of nowhere, not in front of locals, not in the middle of Legion Square, for example, shooting out someone's tires where you're endangering people.
I'm just being a little
Yeah,
bit.
no, I know.
advocate, you know,
Absolutely, it's fine. That's why I'm
That's
saying like
fine,
it
that's-
would
that's
fall.
where we're gonna
It's
have to
already
have
a
a
thing,
discussion,
but regards
about
to
whiskies.
previous DOJ instances, it needs to be in the legislation. There has to
Okay.
be something about the
I'd
when
fully agree with
does that author?
okay, but when do we authorize it? You know,
Yeah,
what-
that's the thing. It's the wording of when is it and how is it authorized. I think it needs to be written. So I think in clear areas from civilian endangerment, I think is important.
I think as well we need to. Do we then know, as long as it doesn't cause harm to the driver of the vehicle? Like, I've seen some
mean,
cops saying this is
No,
pretty...
because the
that's-
moment the moment they're considering shooting tires is the moment they're considering shooting the driver.
Yeah, it's
That's the thing.
When
So at that
it's
point,
slightly
you're
less
trying to
lethal,
find
right?
a way to. It's trying to find a way to not kill the driver. So you are thinking a minimum about his own safety. So there's not like, oh, you're at the edge of a mountain. You're gonna shoot his tire for him to fall off the mountain. Like that, yeah. Like if you're up top Mount Chili, you shoot his tire and you know he's gonna fall off. Yeah, that you just basically kill the guy.
It's the fun part.
It's the fun part. No, it does need to be written, like, because it is an important thing. Because it's already been a policy for a very long time that PD do shoot tires after an extent, and a certain amount of danger is present to civilians. But it needs to be worded legislation, so that means
I've amended prosecution just for that force was acceptable for conditions.
Reasonable force during police pursuit if necessary. The use of... I'm trying to think the wording for shooting the tires. Like, how do we word this? It needs to be in it. It just has to be in there. Either for prosecuting against the police, or, you know... Because there has been... I have seen situations of misuse by the police as well, so...
I just think it must then go under defense argument as opposed to the actual legislation, because it's not legislation. It's
the defense must prove...
So put
Well,
it
as
in
part of
defense argument.
As part of a
opposed to-
legislation, I put may include attempts to disable the vehicle.
If necessary, may include attempts to disable the vehicle or vehicle under safe conditions. And at that point, it means they have to prove that it was under unsafe conditions that the PD did it. Does that make sense, Harry?
Yeah, that works for me.
Sounds
I think
good.
that kind of fixes it. That fixes it.
Unalive
The
the
reasonable
tire.
safe conditions. Yeah. So it's like either you're you're on a straight road.
Yeah,
no
translating
local on
a
foot
IRL
around
to
you.
game doesn't always work, so we try and
You
make
can
it
neutralize
so
the vehicle's
it can
tires.
balance the game right.
Obviously, I think that's good enough there. If we need to amend to it in the future, I think we can.
Okay. So
I think
you'll grab
that's
a drink.
okay for now.
2 minutes.
Yeah, I
Carry
think
on without me.
that's fine. I think that's okay the way it is right now. Like
Cool,
that,
alright.
when the PD do wrongs, which has happened, Harry. Not you necessarily.
Oh.
I'm just saying the PD has used it in wrongfully sometimes. The
I
tire
think the
shooting
charges
policy.
for that we should have fines of like 6 figures plus. What's your thoughts?
What the shit?
Easy money maker.
You
Then
want
I'm
too
gonna
much
go
money.
around- I need the money.
You're just jealous.
I've got to pay
PD's been
you for this
funding a
fucking
load
meeting.
of cars, so you want to take all their money. I see.
I've just got to pay this man for his fucking meeting. All right,
You
this
gotta pay me
meeting
as well.
so far has already cost me almost. This meeting has cost me 50 grand so far, and I can only see it's going to cost an extra 150, maybe 200 at
Yeah.
this rate.
When it comes, I do think we need to add one note to include attempted vehicle on attempts to disable the vehicle under safe conditions. But it has to be something about when it's like
I'm going to put in defense argument.
it's been excessive. Like that, the only reason they're going to try and disable your car if it's when it's been excessive or dangerous. We need to add something like after. What do you? Is there any idea, Harry? There, like, you know what I mean? You know what I'm trying to say? Like it's been
Yeah,
excessive or super high risk situation. That's the reason they're going to try and neutralize your vehicle.
Okay, hold on. Whoever's done the prosecution argument, that's the wrong way around. Because prosecution in this case would be trying to prove the officer wrong. So it'd be trying to prove
that was already
they
there.
did
They
not pose
do
a
need
threat
to.
to public's. Oh, it needs.
I mean,
fixing.
they would be prosecuting though, because PD wouldn't necessarily be the ones to bring a charge of use of force in pursuits. It would be a civilian, so they would.
The prosecution in this instance would be trying to figure out that the officer did wrong.
Yes.
Which would be so where that says that the officer had reasonable belief the vehicle posed threat to public safety.
Oh yeah, no, you're right.
Well, that wouldn't be. That would be the wrong way.
There you go. We add not to it, and then it.
My next one, I think, spicy.
Oh yeah, this was a discussion a while ago that was going to be implemented because it was a very, very big issue, Harry.
Yeah, I just
it was
think
a very,
again,
very big issue.
This is the difference of legislation to the differences in terms of charges and policy. This is like when it's an S class, it shouldn't be legislation that is treated differently. It's a different, you're charged differently. So you're given greater, similar to like if you're speeding more.
I think for now, yeah, obviously, think times has changed. As I said, when this was rewritten, it was a very different time.
Yeah.
Now, the fact that times have changed again, I think, we can get rid of it.
I'm just trying to heavily have this down as...
We don't need it, yeah, we're good.
We don't need that
Even
shit.
if it comes back, it's not legislation, it's a charge.
Yeah, we can always rework that. Yeah, no, 100%, I think S-classes and above will need a charge. That's different.
Yeah.
Because like how I read that was like, it's on about a minimum impound and stuff. Well, that's not a legislation. That's not a law. That's just.
So we
at the time it was going to be a law because.
So we can put
there was a time, Harry, where it was really bad.
To two charges as well. So you have a default. Say, let's say, I know it's $1,500.
I think it's just another drug deal I've just heard.
Oh,
Did
why?
I just hear another drug deal there?
It's okay. Yeah, you can strike that. That's fine. I think this is the charge just need to take into account S class and above, because there was a huge.
Yeah, 100%. I agree with that. I just don't think it's legislation. I think it's just charges and policy.
Yeah, we can deal with that.
Against people.
We don't care about people.
A lot of this next bit I'm really happy with. All the way up until 11.6. So feel free to
you like all of this?
Yeah, I mean it's all the very simple stuff, right? Like
okay, simple, yeah. So
yeah, it was all yeah.
I changed it down as assault with a deadly weapon. I've added, in the case of self-defense, the use of a weapon was not an excessive use of force. Oh no, sorry, it was an excessive use of force.
But you said it's not. Okay.
I
was about to say, if someone is assaulting you and you pull out a revolver and shoot him in the head, I'm like, well, brother.
So in like self-defense, like if someone punches you, you can't just turn around and fucking whip out a chainsaw and
pulling,
dicing them up.
I love self-defense.
Judge David Roth would do that. He'd get punched and he'd pull out a fucking 50 caliber revolver on people.
Yeah, we had an incident about a week back where we arrested a mechanic on duty because he'd decided to pull a pickaxe on a customer and beat them to death because they punched him once. And he said, no, it's self-defense.
Yeah,
and I said, well, no, because it's excessive use of force.
No.
Yep. He attempted to murder a man with a pickaxe.
I've implemented both of those just so it's a bit more obvious. Attempted murder. What's he changed here? He's added So the defendant intended to kill, or cause. No, I think it's just intended to kill. I'm going to get rid of what Simon said there because he said that the defendant intended to cause serious harm to the victim. Well, that's not murder. That's not attempted murder. That's
Okay, I'm
just
lagging a bit.
That would just be assault.
attempted.
Oh,
Yeah.
why is that?
Sorry,
It's
Seth.
already a thing,
So
so
fucking it off.
it's fun.
See if I'm downloading anything.
Let's get through this fucking dock.
All right. Kidnapping.
Arresting any person? I can hold in arresting. Yeah, they. What? Wait, hold on. Arresting was in there.
Yeah, it was. I've got rid of it. Happy.
Yeah, I could just. Yeah, that's fine. Just scratch it off. I don't know why.
Manslaughter. I added the word unintentionally kill the victim because it used to say that I'm saying the prosecution has to prove that they unintentionally killed him rather than just the fact that he killed him. They have to prove that he did it by accident.
So,
Otherwise, it's just murder.
Mhm.
Torture. I got rid of
no, we're back up again.
the fact that you could be tortured as long as it was consensual. Because
Listen. If I want to be
The way
tied to
you-
a rack and beat, that's okay.
yeah, but the way it's said is that any act specifically intended to inflict severe physical or mental pain. All right, I ain't into whatever this BDSM shit is, but like
I've seen people sign up to some fucked up shit.
I think if it's intending to cause severe physical or mental, then either way around, that's no. Because otherwise, I could just say to Seth,
Yeah, it's
Seth,
fine.
do you
Just
consent to
scratch it. I'll
me
scratch it off.
waterboarder torturing you, I think the idea of consenting to it is wild. Because what's to say, right, that I have been tortured so much that now I think I consented it to it.
Exactly, Storm.
So
Exactly.
you don't torture me anymore. I don't know.
That's
Yeah,
what I
that's
lost.
fine.
Jesus Christ.
Mutual combat. Can we mutual combat? Just go. You. That being a charge. Because we got boxing rings now. We should be able to fight each other in the boxing ring.
I personally agreed with this because I think the fact that if it's two consenting adults wanting to fight, then the police shouldn't need to intervene.
I
in
think
many
We got
cases
boxing
where-
rings. We got.
many
Why are you
cases where
scratching it
myself-
off then?
That's what we're doing. We're getting rid of it. That's a legislation that's a charge for mutual combat.
I think I'm fine in mutual combat being allowed. Like if both parties are
that's what I'm saying.
consenting to combat.
I think realistically the only issue with mutual combat is EMS calls, right? And at the end of the day, that becomes EMS policy to go up their charges if people are repeatedly seeking
charge
EMS.
them more money.
Yeah, exactly right. You want to beat
I'm
shit out of
happy
your
to
mate
take
and you
more
both
money.
agree to
Yeah,
do
I
it,
think it's
then
fine. Like,
charge 'em
EMS can charge you triple for it.
Yep, cool, perfect.
I don't know why we're running at like 32,000 kilobytes
Okay, I'm
second
happy with the
on
rest of that. It's all just like fraud
stream,
and
which is mad.
money printing.
It should only
and
be
stuff
like
that,
24,000.
Hold on. Has anything changed regards to how things are now? Or are we fine? Some invalid usually money through force, dishonest consent. No, that works with real estate at the minute, so that's fine.
Cool. Crimes against property.
Yeah, okay.
On both of these, I'm getting rid of the class as a misdemeanor under redline law because it already says it's a misdemeanor. And what the fuck is redline? I thought that was an old garage that burnt down last year.
Yeah, why are we looking at Redline? I don't give a shit about those guys.
Cool.
That
got rid of
garage
those.
collapsed.
Happy?
Yeah.
Okay. Loitering. I've changed the word warnings to lawful orders.
Yeah, I like
Because
that.
I don't
yeah.
think, I
Yes.
think there should be up to an
That
officer
stops-
to give the lawful order.
Yeah, I'd
And it
stop
stops,
some random citizen being like, no, you've got to leave, and then be like, oh, well, I've already got warnings.
That's fine.
Happy with a lot of this is just trespassing, petty theft, all that jazz.
Yeah.
Seth has proposed a new legislation, grand larceny. I'll let you run that through.
Yeah, basically, so we had petty theft, larceny, only covered up to $1,000. So anything in the excess of 1,000 is grand larceny.
How do we
How
define
do
that?
you know when in excess is than
Yeah,
$1,000?
how do we define
Well,
it?
the items.
It's the same thing as how a larceny is if it's valued over
Yeah, but how do we value it?
How do you know the value though?
Well, if Harry's
Everything's got
selling me
value.
something for $15,000 and I run off with it, that's grand larceny. As the value, it's 15,000. That's what it's being sold for.
Yeah, but then you also run the risk of officers, for example, you know, pulling someone over, searching them, finding a load of stolen items, and being like, "Oh no, this ring's definitely worth 15 grand."
But then we need to get rid of
That's-
larceny and petty theft because those are different crimes. That's not. But this is like stealing. I don't know, it's different, all right. And like larceny and stuff has already been classified to having values. And I mean, technically, it does have values if you take it.
Yeah,
up now,
it all does have values, but I'm just wondering how we
We just
define
need
that,
to-
right?
We just need to go steal a few items, go sell them,
And figure out
how much
what.
they're worth.
Okay, so we've got to steal everything we can steal, see what we can sell, and then get prices
Yep.
for everything we sell.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
My only concern of it is like somebody's like, okay, because obviously market is volatile. People find something and claim it's worth $500,000 when it's not.
Yeah, exactly right. Like
That's
it
my only
becomes
concern.
it
Just
becomes
go
so
from
ambiguous.
its original
of-
sale price.
Yeah, I mean, I think you can have it. It's just if we need to adjust it, we'll adjust it.
Yeah,
So I think of a plushie, for example. If a plushie was stolen, and then let's say someone like Harry, you valued your plushie at 50 grand, but you only paid 7 grand for it in the store. You see what I mean?
I mean, it'd still be grand last either way because it's over
I
1,000.
know, but that's the example I'm getting.
That's
How you value something.
My only concern is when we find people with multiple items. How do we trust that an officer can accurately charge someone, right? Because we've got to think of the problem of taking this to court. So we charge someone with grand larceny, and then they go steal the exact same items and go sell it and only get $900. Suddenly they're taking us to court and winning in court because it didn't come to $1,000. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Yeah, but
That's
then
where
at
I'm
this
seeing
point, Technically, at this point with the current legislation, then I could steal something that I know is worth 7 grand, and because it doesn't fall under larceny, because larceny is limited at 1 grand, then I'm good. I've got free
Yeah.
pass.
Yeah, but I'm just thinking
Do
of
we then
the
just
argument.
get rid of? Do we just get
I
rid
mean,
of
it's
petty
fine- it's
theft
fine.
and?
No, it's fine having it. Add it to it. It's fine.
I
think-
don't want us to end up in a spate of like someone's really salty, they got arrested and we charged them with grand larceny, and then they go prove that actually everything they stole was only worth like $900 and the officer was wrong and it should have been petty theft, and then at that point we end up in an issue of not winning in
It
court,
should
right?
just be PD do it when it's kind of obvious it's over $1,000 kind of thing.
Like if I take a bag off you and it's full of laptops and AirPods and smartwatches, it's more than $1,000 in value. Very clearly.
I don't know, you buy a load of shit tech off marketplaces and things, so that's all like
I just think we can
$50 here
use
and
a
there,
bit-
right?
I think we could just use like a bit of common sense and a bit of like
I know, I'm trying to think
Yeah.
of it from.
I think DOJ, like the judge as well, can use a bit of.
I just don't want to get
if
sued all the
it's
time,
like
right?
$980, like
Yeah, you'll round. It's not an 8. You just round it.
Yeah.
It's not. We're
Yeah.
not gonna do that bullshit. Oh, it's $9.99. That's not grand larceny. I was like, bro, come on. You're basically.
I know,
doing it.
I'm
Yeah,
I'm
no.
confused.
I'm not talking about you. I'm just talking about like if somebody did it. No, it's fine. What's next?
all right, crimes against public
Hey,
justice.
Ty, how was Ty's stream?
Whee! All right, Seth, you can go
Hey,
through this one.
crazy. Whiskey Commissioner, wow. That's all right. It's good. We're going through laws because, Whiskey
Okay,
Commissioner's
Seth
gotta do
doesn't want to go through this one.
I thought I was
obstruct-
speaking. Jesus Christ.
No, you fucking weren't. Talk.
Depends
So
on
you're
if
filing a
100%
false
did.
police report, wasting police time.
How was Ty's stream?
This was actually taken to vote about removing it, but we decided to keep it because it's a pretty critical charge.
Oh
isn't
no,
it?
that needs to stay. That can't. Yeah, that's pretty common.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that filing a false police report, filing a report to intentionally wait, what intentionally false? I'm so fucking dyslexic. Filing a report that was intentionally false to waste police time or falsely accuse someone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's fine. It's fine the way it is.
Yeah, cool. And then so we're moving on next is obstruction of towing. Strike that off. There's no federal
Why?
towing.
Yeah,
There's,
but
there's no federal towing business.
what if you're obstructing a mechanic?
That's nothing to do with the law. That's nothing to do with the government.
Right,
There
but
shouldn't
still
be a
be
law. Nah, that I very strongly disagree with that.
How would they?
Okay,
how would
so
they
you-
be
so-
obstruction of mechanic?
So you're telling me a mechanic comes to pick your car up and
Yeah.
I go sit on your car and that mechanic can't move it, then the police have no way of dealing with that. So then
Yeah,
your
they
car
tell
sits
them
at the
to
side of
move
the road.
on.
Yeah, but
No, they
telling
tell
them to
move on. They
telling
tell
them to move on
tell them to move
isn't no.
Okay, but
Give them
Under
a
what
lawful
law?
order.
Under what law?
but you're sitting on top of my property. I don't want you on top of my property, so you have to get off.
Uh-huh.
There you go.
They're
I'm sorry.
disobeying at that
It's
point.
not- it's not a
lawful
public
order.
highway.
Mechanics are not governmentally trained or funded. So no.
Ah, got you. Okay, so you want to get rid of it now that you don't own a towing business that you failed at. I got you.
Wow, you're getting fucking sour, aren't you?
Listen,
Fucking
man.
crazy.
Listen.
No, I mean,
Those extra cars listen, see the extra cars I promised you? You can say fucking goodbye.
That's all right. My
you
officers are
promised
funding
them
all
extra
things.
cars. That's-
Yeah, and then see that pay bonus I promised you? Kiss that fucking goodbye as well.
Oh, I
Seth,
said,
you're getting
hey,
this pay bonus at this rate.
DOJ, I need to file against
Hey,
the
DOJ, you
government,
know that
unfortunately.
bonus I was giving you? I think we're going to double that up just for
Yeah.
you, buddy.
Are you trying to bribe
you've worked
an
really
officer of the
He-
court?
Yeah, he's trying to bribe you, and they're trying to blackmail me with
Did
my
you just
bonus.
try and bribe
No, I just offered you. I
member of
just
the
offered
court?
You, no, I just offered
this
you a
exact.
bonus.
Yeah, well, the timing seems a bit odd.
No, I didn't notice what was going on over there. I was just offering you this.
Well, I'd like to file against them
Okay,
for
let's get
blackmail
back
of a
onto
public
let's get
official.
back onto this.
I don't have much time.
I'm agreeing of
No one cares
since
about your
the
time.
since the fact that towing duties isn't anything to do with the government at all.
Fine.
It shouldn't be legislation. It's more so like a domestic, fucking,
Fine.
Yeah.
If we need to bring it back, we can bring it back.
Yeah.
That's all I'll say.
Okay, cool, strike. Failure to identify to a police officer, refusing or failing to prove identification when a police officer lawfully requests it during
Yeah,
investigation
hang on.
or detention. Hello?
You're on about government officials towing. PD can tow, and PD will need to tow.
Yeah, but it's no one can obstruct.
Yeah.
If
Then
a
you're obstructing
null-
justice then.
Yeah, that would fall under that. You're
Okay.
obstructing the PD.
I'm just saying.
Hi,
That was your
Ryan.
argument. Oh, fuck, it's fucking actual Seth.
Ryan, can
Thank
you
you.
quickly run into the electrics for me? I've got such loyal staff.
Doesn't really
Oh,
work.
wait, what? Hold on, what?
I
No,
don't know
that's
what your
bullshit.
problem is.
That's because he
Yeah,
has...
fuck you. I didn't even run into it, dipshit. I knew what you were doing.
that's
Fuck
'cause
you
he-
trying to get
that's
me
'cause he
hurt.
has rubber knee pads on.
You bitch.
Ow.
Okay, right, we're wasting time, burning time. Failure to identify to a police officer, refusing or failing to provide identification when a police officer is lawfully requested
it's
during
fine.
an... Yep, okay,
The whole
cool.
thing point, I'm fine with it.
Cool, moving on. Failure to pay or dispute fines, not paying a fine or failing to resolve it by appearing in court or disputing
do
it
need a
within
hoodie.
the
I
allowed
should get a
time, or
hoodie.
change it from set time to the allowed time.
Pay a drop
I mean,
fee
you
like
pay
most states,
fines
100%.
instantly.
Yeah, but if you want to resolve it in court and you're like, oh, I'm going to resolve this through court or whatever.
Yeah.
Blah, de blah,
Sure.
blah, de
Whatever.
blah.
Okay,
Yep.
cool.
It basically means someone can't turn up to you 4 years later and go, well,
Well, they can't come and dispute it 4 years later. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we have a statute of limitations?
They have what?
Do we
Statute
have
of
a statute of
limitations.
limitations?
4.
You know, if I go do a
Everything.
crime, and then I want to hide that for a certain period of time, and then after that, I don't give a fuck about it.
Yeah. Harry murders someone, and after 6 years, he then comes out and tells everyone, but we can't do fuck all about it because the statute of limitations are passed.
Yeah, so we need to know what those statute of
You don't?
limitations are.
The one thing I did say, like, if people have like want to sue PD for something that happened to them, they have 2 weeks to file a
There you
complaint.
go. Yeah.
so
Yeah.
it's 2 weeks
Statute of
statute of
limitations,
No,
limitations.
but no, I think it would be different if someone commits a
No,
murder and then
statute,
you
yeah,
fucking find
statute
out
of
about it.
limitations, 2 weeks would be.
Was it not 1
hard.
week for the PD
It's not
complaint?
the same thing.
Yeah, it's
That's a
different.
shame because I
Should we say 2
murdered
months
someone 3
for
weeks ago.
all
I think
crimes?
2 months, yeah.
2 months for all crimes?
Yeah, I think so.
Of like,
So how
you've done a
long do you have
heist
to
and
hold footage
3
for?
months later, PD show up, like, we know you did a heist 3 months ago.
I think we can extend it if it's like we should put something in there unless it's actively.
Hey,
being
Frapple's
involved
Raid,
within
welcome to stream.
a larger.
How was Frapple's stream? How was
a
him
larger
being
case study, let's say like
a
they're
lady of the night?
investigating a group and it's
Because
taking
clearly he
like 4
was.
months, but they're like actively throughout a whole time, documenting loads of different crimes, and it's
That's what
just a
I thought.
longer-winded one.
I think at that point,
Agreed.
that investigator needs to approach DOJ and inform them as,
Yeah, but that's what I'm
inform them
saying.
of the
They can get
ongoing.
extenuating circumstances.
So, okay.
Cool.
Tampering with
yes.
evidence, deliberately altering or hiding or destroying evidence related to a crime, whether either while the crime is happening or after the fact. Person knew or should have known the item was related to a criminal investigation. They intentionally tampered with it or destroyed it.
I don't understand why
What the
this.
fuck just happened?
Who touched something?
What the fuck are you touching?
Press the
doing
button.
what? Who's
I pressed
doing
the
what?
Button. I
What?
pressed the button.
What button did you press?
This fucking.
I pressed the
Okay.
button.
Okay, so tampering with evidence, I don't understand why this is misdemeanor to felony, because surely anything intentional, it should be a felony, no?
But if it's not intentional,
I think the difference is
Then you can't
between
charge him with it because
all
there's no argument for unintentional
I mean,
destroying of evidence.
You can't unintentionally tamper.
Yeah, you can't unintentionally. Oh, I accidentally destroyed that evidence. That don't work like that.
well, it's
Let's
not
say-
destroying
let's
evidence. It's
say-
tampering with it, isn't it?
Yeah, but even that
hiding
unintentional
it.
wouldn't be a charge. This
Okay.
this charge specifically
So just set it
says
to felony.
Devil's
Okay.
advocate. If you have a crime scene, something happens, some guy, random dude, finds something on the floor. It's accidental.
yeah, but then we wouldn't charge him for it because we can't prove that he did it intentionally. We'd have to for this charge to stick. We'd have to prove it's intentional, whether it is a misdemeanor or a felony, right? So why not
I guess.
just make
So
it a
just have
felony?
it as felony. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Moving on, resisting an officer, felony.
Hey, just how's it
refusing
going,
to
brother?
comply with
Yeah.
the police officer's
Hey,
lawful
Syndicate.
instructions, attempting to escape
I'm doing all right.
custody.
One's pretty basic. I
Yeah.
think it's fine. Leave it next.
Bribery, offering or accepting something of value, money, goods to
we're
influence a
fine with
police
that one as
officer.
well.
Yeah, okay.
Next.
Rescuing prisoner or detainee.
Hold on.
What's wrong with that?
You're not talking, brother.
No, it's fine. No, it's fine.
Yeah, that one's fine, I think.
Okay. Aiding or abetting.
That's fine.
Yep.
Same as it always has
Okay,
been.
moving on to the next one.
Jesus, a lot of things changed here.
This one was spicy. I changed it up because we changed it previously with Mr. Roth in power, because we had an influx of people going around wearing police related clothing, either vests with police written on it or t-shirts with the police logo, or polo shirts. So this just basically stipulates that at no time can you wear any police branded clothing.
Okay, what
Yeah.
about all them
But-
hoodies though, like the thin blue line one or the all those things, right?
Well, as long as they're not branded as police officer, and technically they're not uniform, are they?
Yeah, but I'm just saying because you just said anything branded police. There are some
Yeah,
hoodies out there that
what-
say police
what
on them,
one-
right? So then,
Yeah, well then they shouldn't wear them then.
okay. I was just making sure because I want to know where that line is. I think people should be able to support their police department, but I think it needs to clearly state if it's going to be uniform or not.
Fuck the police.
Wearing a hoodie that says like.
But
supports
it does say
police
the
is not-
use. It
is
does
not gonna
say.
get used.
Look, hold on. It does say the use of police-style uniforms, tactical vests, badges,
Yeah, it's okay then.
badges, insignia,
I know it was
or
just
any
when
other
you were
clothing
talking.
equipment bearing.
When you were talking, you mentioned
Oh, did I
anything
say?
that said.
Okay.
The badge is
anything
the
that
issue.
said police.
I've-
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
as
badges.
long as it looks like a police uniform and a badge,
Yeah.
there's a problem.
Yeah, I think that's where
If
the
you're
issue
wearing
is.
a hoodie that says cop or police or something on it, I don't really care.
Yeah, I
From
don't.
a legal standpoint.
I
Yeah,
don't.
yeah.
I just wanted to make sure
Yeah,
that was.
So
clear.
I misspoke, but yeah, if you actually read the description of it, it does say yeah. Okay, happy?
Yeah, fine.
I think just require all police to have a badge on them at all times. Visible badge or the normal outfit. And then you're good.
I think there would be investigation issues there as well. What if they're investigating? What if they're undercover? What if they're doing?
Oh,
sting?
undercover's different, isn't it? You're not.
Mm.
Okay,
that's-
next one, impersonation of a government employee, non-LEO, misdemeanor to felony. Pretending to be a government employee, using their uniform, badge, or other symbols in order to deceive others and gain unauthorized benefits. Prosecution, the person used the government insignia or identification to impersonate
Yeah,
a
that's
government
fine.
official. Yeah.
That whole point's fine.
Who are we impersonating?
Basically, either a judge, EMS, or something like that.
Yeah.
What makes it a
Cool.
misdemeanor instead of a felon?
Yeah,
It's a misdemeanor to a felony, so I guess. Yeah, what is the difference?
I think it should. I think it should be felony across the board.
To put it
Okay.
felony
Unless you're
across the
trying to
board there,
pretend to be Mr. Murphy over there, because
What, some
He'd
washed up
probably do a
samurai?
bit more- he'd probably do more work, so you know, just
It kind of looks like old Solid Snake.
What the hell?
Okay, moving on. Providing or
Okay,
manufacturing
Snake.
false identification or documentation, misdemeanor/felony. Giving or creating false identification documents to deceive others, especially law enforcement officers. Prosecution: the
Vested
person
actual
provided or
uniforms,
created false identification with the intent to deceive. Defense: the documents provided were not falsified. The intent was not
Yeah,
to
100%.
deceive law enforcement or others.
It's like when
Yeah,
people are trespassing in government or like construction sites and give up some random documents saying
Mhm.
they're meant to be there.
Happy?
Yeah.
Cool.
Y'all.
Next one. Failure to move on following a lawful order, misdemeanor. Refusing to leave an area when unlawfully ordered to do so. It was changed from police officer to law enforcement officer just
Yep.
for wording's sake.
Mhm.
and I mean that can fit under the, you know, tow truck scenario as well. It's just like if you're asked to leave by an officer, that's a lawful order. Fucking move on.
Yeah, it's fun. Nice.
Give you a lawful order in a minute.
Escape
Harry,
custody.
Harry, can you just accept that, please?
Escape
I'm-
custody would be. Wait, lawful custody wouldn't be a misdemeanor. It's turned into a felony, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think that should be felony.
Yeah, misdemeanors. What?
Yeah, no, it's a felony. Escaping lawful order that's the moment it becomes a felony.
Okay. I changed. Next one, failure to appear in court, misdemeanor. Failing to show up for a required court appearance after being properly notified. The person received notice of the court appearance.
It could be a misdemeanor to a felony depending on the charge of why are you summoned to court.
Got you.
It could be towards a felony depending on why you're showing up in court. Because if you're showing up for some fucking crazy shit and you don't show up, well, now you're going to jail.
I like it.
Yep.
I think
Cool.
maybe
Right.
you
Next.
just do, if you're failing to turn up to court for a misdemeanor charge, then it's a misdemeanor. If you're failing to turn up for a felony, it's a felony.
I think that would be the variable, but you don't need to word it that way. I think it
Yeah, it'd be
falls
fine.
no,
into
yeah,
what it
but
is.
when we do the
yeah,
charge,
yeah,
it's just
when the
easy
charge
enough
falls
to.
forward, that would be what it is. Yeah.
Yep. Cool. Right. Obstruction of justice.
Hey, fuego.
Misdemeanor. Interfering or
Misdemeanor to felony, depending on the situation. I'd say.
That's a fair point, Snowy.
I don't know. Everyone
You
agree?
throw that
Jackson,
charge
my
on
guy's
when
going,
you're.
"How are you, brother?"
Like that could be. Have we got a charge for people interfering in police chases?
Yes, that's already a thing. That's
Yeah.
its own.
Yes,
But that
so
would.
God,
That
wait
would
to
this
turn-
would be
wait to
like
turn
a
up late.
secondary. This would be like
Yeah,
your
I've been
block.
doing
Let's
meetings,
say,
bro. I've been in meetings for 2.
this one would be a felony. Let's say you're, I don't know, going down an alleyway, a truck blocks the road right when a criminal drives by, and then the cop. That would be obstruction of justice, felony,
Yes.
because you just blocked the cops from getting away, and you're also aiding and abetting. That's 2 charges
Yep.
there.
Okay, cool. Trespassing onto a crime scene, entering a crime scene without permission, knowing or suspecting it's a crime scene. It's a misdemeanor.
Yep.
Yeah, happy?
That's fine.
Cool. Witness tampering, attempting to influence witnesses' testimony or preventing a witness from providing evidence.
Yeah,
That's
fine.
a felony. Yeah, cool. Tampering or destruction of evidence.
We've already got
Destroying,
that charge now.
altering, hiding. No, that was on a crime scene. Wait, yeah, hold on.
I mean, it should be the same charge either way. For whether it's evidence that's already procured or not, same thing, right?
Yeah, it literally is.
Yeah, I'm
It's
gonna get rid of
it's
that. I'm
tampering
gonna
with
get rid of
evidence.
it. I'm gonna delete it. I'm gonna fuck it off. Give me a minute.
Okay, next one. Contempt of court. Disrupting court proceedings or disobeying court orders. Misdemeanor.
seems fine.
Yeah, I think it's pretty fair. Perjury, lying under oath or during a legal proceeding. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Tampering or destruction of government records. Modifying or destroying government records without authorization.
Yep.
Hold on.
Doesn't alter
Would,
it.
just quick. Wouldn't
Yep.
perjury go misdemeanor to felony? Could be either.
So no, there is another one. Article 14 goes over perjury in more detail, so maybe we should just leave perjury until then.
Okay. Tampering, destruction of government records. Modifying or destroying of records without authorization. Person altered or destroyed records without permission. Person had authorization or did not tamper with the records.
Yeah.
Cool.
Fine.
Peaceful resisting of an officer, non-violent resistance to police officers during an arrest or detainment. Prosecution: the person engaged in actions opposing to lawful police instructions. The person did not resist or engage in any obstruction.
Well, could resist and not just be peaceful anyway? Because if you're sat there punching cops when resisting, it's just going to be assault, no?
This isn't peaceful resisting.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if you're going to have the assault when you're not peacefully resisting, why do you need a difference between resisting and peaceful? Otherwise,
I think peacefully resistance is like more about protesting. Like you're sitting on the floor.
That's protesting and refusing to move off a lawful order, right? But why is that a felony?
Right.
I think if it's peaceful, it should be a misdemeanor.
No, this is North Korea. All right,
It's
we
like,
treat
fuck
this
you
very
guys.
seriously.
Okay, deadly weapon and equipment. Fucking hell,
Hey,
Mark.
Lee,
Jeez,
how's it
I'm
going, brother?
sweating tits out here like a pedo in a play park.
Do you want someone else to read for you?
Whoa, what the
Please.
fuck?
Oh.
All right, I believe in you.
I've got to read.
Yeah. You
Hey,
volunteered.
mentioned it. You volunteered.
Fine.
No, I asked if you wanted someone else. Okay.
Fine. I mean, I can do
Brandishing
it.
a weapon with intent to cause fear or harm is a misdemeanor. So you just got it out. Involves holding a weapon in a manner that causes others to believe they are under a threat. Happy?
Person brandish a weapon, whether loaded, unloaded, serviceable, or unserviceable, with the intent to, or in a manner that causes fear or harm to another person. Defense argument: person did not brandish a weapon that had intent of fear or harm. Weapon was not brandished and was not in their possession. Fine.
Cool. Distribution and manufacturing illegal firearms, misdemeanor, 2 felony. I'm not sure why that's misdemeanor 2 felony. I think that should just be a felony now.
Distribution.
Or
I think it was made a misdemeanor because of your unknowing of the weapon being illegal. Or something like that. Was there not some... there was some reason I remember this being a topic.
I don't really understand because we have
I
no
don't know.
legal
No,
channels
I
to
don't
make a
remember.
weapon
I'm
now.
just trying to... Yeah, I'm just trying to think. Was there... Yeah, but this is distribution and manufacturing. So it's distribution on its own and manufacturing on its own, but combined.
What we need for food, by the way, because I'm really fucking hungry.
Yeah, same.
I'll go grab yours, Sam.
Thanks.
Thanks, babes.
I'm just trying to remember why misdemeanor.
Well, I'm going to
was
go
put there.
increase the price of sandwiches. Give me a minute.
Pick it up and curry steak again.
Why was misdemeanor put there?
Yeah, I don't really understand that.
I don't remember. I think I remember this being a topic.
That's fine.
Of
We can
why
leave it as
misdemeanor.
is.
No, I think remove it for now. If we'll add it back if we need to, just so it's not like there by accident or something. It's better having it not there to avoid confusion. And if it needs to be added back, we'll add it back. But I don't think it needs to be there.
Okay, cool. Possession of a bladed weapon, knives, switchblades, machetes. Misdemeanor, any knife or bladed weapon exceeding 3 inches. I think we need to remove the 3 inches.
Yeah.
Any possession of a knife, it just in general,
I'm
or
not-
a blade.
Bladed weapon.
I'm not measuring anyone's
Inches
knives.
doesn't matter. I don't care about your size.
I bet you don't.
Yeah, the size doesn't matter. Question: misdemeanor. Possession. I mean, it's possession,
Yeah,
so it's
yeah,
fine.
yeah.
It depends, like, in the sense of using.
Possession's different, right? Because at the end of the day, you work for a restaurant
Yeah,
and
if
you've
you
got
have
a
a
knife
knife,
on
it
you,
is what it is.
then it's... You know, they have a valid
This
reason for
person-
having a knife.
yeah,
but
it says
then
there as well. Yeah. That's fine.
Okay, fine. Keep it as misdemeanor. Next, possession of unregistered firearm or caught without a license, misdemeanor 2 felony. Possession of
Yes, this
unregistered
was the one.
firearm without a license is a felony, with sentencing varying depending on the class of firearm.
This
Okay,
was the
but-
one that I think had misdemeanor because in case someone wasn't aware, there was some bullshit around
Or,
it.
but
or
if
they didn't
you-
have their license. I think
if
that's why it's
you-
in brackets.
If you own a weapon, it's part of the licensing, though, that you're responsible for that weapon. You're responsible to register it. You're responsible for transporting it.
Yeah, but again, I think that falls under the fact they've had their license robbed, and you know they've just got their car out, their gun, and then the police rolls up. And you know what I mean?
Oh, see you in my head for a second.
I think it's a very very wide legislation. Like it varies.
I think, yeah, but it's
between a class of
weird
gun.
because every time we've kind of done gun licensing, it's if you don't have your licensing, it will be revoked. So then surely it's a felony
Yeah,
either
okay.
way.
Cool.
Here's my
All right, we'll
thoughts.
treat a felony. Harry.
Happy.
So felony and misdemeanor. Felony is obviously a
Stuff you
more
ban.
intense charge, and it also means that
Okay,
you
right.
it basically means that you can't get a job in say PD, or you can't
Hey,
get
next,
a job
negligent
in EMS.
negligent discharge or unlawful discharge, felony, discharging a firearm negligently or unlawfully under specific conditions.
It's fine.
Yeah, cool. Possession of an explosive, felony. carrying an explosive device without legitimate certification.
Thank you. Yeah, it seems fine.
I think we removed the legitimate certification, just carrying it full stop.
Yeah, there is no certification for it, so.
Oh, but I want a certification. I want to carry bombs.
Can I not have my own WMD?
What if I need grenades at some point?
That's okay. I feel like a bit.
Why the fuck would
Where
you
did
need
you get this
these?
from? Did you buy it from our amazing
I know,
store
maybe-
over
maybe-
at Sandy
the best store
Stores
in the
Mall?
Sandy Mall.
Maybe my neighbour in Roxwood decided, you know, to erect a massive tree and then it's blocking my light, so I need a grenade.
That'd be destruction of
valid.
property.
That's all right. He's blocking my light. I don't think you understand.
Okay, next.
Oh, fuck's sake, I wasn't speaking again.
YouTube
Criminal
is
use of
sergeant.
explosives,
Some of the sandwich there for you, Harry.
willingly,
People are
maliciously
scared.
using explosives to cause injury or property damage without consent.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, cool.
Fine.
Intimidation with a deadly weapon.
Why is that a misdemeanor?
I don't know.
It's
If brandishing is a
intimidation.
misdemeanor, I think
Yeah.
intimidation should be a felony.
Intimidation should be a felony.
Harry, behind you. There's another sandwich.
Oh my
'Cause
god.
you'd get intimidation with a deadly weapon if you were, say, kidnapping someone.
You
Which I know
motherfucker.
you'd get kidnapping charge as well, but that's the only time you'd get the intimidation, so it should be a felony.
Yeah. Okay.
Why did
That's
you throw
fine.
human
We just-
shit at me?
To touch on, we added to
Well
the
done.
end of it. The act was done in legal self-defense, but not in an excessive manner.
Basically just saying you can't.
There was no intent to cause intimidation.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Next, criminal possession of a taser. Possessing a taser illegally under specific circumstances. The person possessed a taser and met the criteria for legal possession. Illegal possession.
Yeah.
E.g.
Is
felony.
there any legal possession of one?
Well, legal possession is police and EMS.
Okay.
Hello?
Oh my god, the whole party's here.
Wouldn't it? Hold on. The possession isn't that like if criminal possession of a taser misdemeanor? Wouldn't it be felony because it's possession of a government property? Because that's you have a government thing in your
I mean,
possession.
Our
I think
taser's
we-
government property. I think it was just made at a time that it was plausible to get it elsewhere.
I think it
I
was.
don't think it is anymore. It's government. I don't think it ever has been.
It never has
Taser's
been.
never been obtainable. It's all. I think it's a felony because it's a government property.
I remember there being like a week where it wasn't.
I don't think so.
But
Do we need
like
about
4
about
years
to be
ago.
possession of government property? No. Do we need
Possession.
possession of a taser?
So, what should we strike it?
That could be
Strike
a
it.
strike then. It's a government property.
Okay, open carrying of a firearm, infraction 2 misdemeanor. Openly carrying a firearm without attempting to conceal it. It depends. Yeah, this was brought in when David did a big change and he changed us from an open carry state to a
It'd be
concealed
a
carry state.
misdemeanor to a felony. Depending
I
on
think it'd be
the,
nice
on the
to-
reasoning, I think.
I think it'd be nice
I don't
to
think it should
table
be open
something.
carry.
Well, I think it'd be nice to table
I think we should be
something
closed
about it.
carry state.
I don't think people should be openly holding rifles walking around, like guns walking around, open carry.
No.
No, I think open carry is more of it's on a holster, visible
Yeah, you have a
holster on your
holster.
hip.
If you're holding it, that's a different.
Oh, it's
story.
not in your
Holster-
hand.
A holster, I think, is fine.
Yeah,
that's an
that's-
open carry
that's the
state.
point.
It's
Yeah,
not a
that's
concealed
fine.
carry.
That's fine.
Okay, then
But it's like
I think.
walking around, like brandishing it is a problem.
Yeah, but
Yeah, no,
so
that's
the-
different anyway.
Yeah, but the definition of open
Yeah,
carry
then-
is just having it in a holster on your hip, visible.
Which I think
Um,
should be. I should be.
strike
perfectly
it.
Fine, but...
Yeah, strike
Share,
it. it's
we're
fine.
an open carry state.
Alright,
that's
is
if you have a
anyone
license,
RPG
obviously.
real quick? I just want to quickly
There you go.
walk around
There you
with
go,
it.
Johnny. Open
Conduct
carry.
public health, possession of a controlled substance, class A, class B, class C.
Throwing
Misdemeanor
guns
felony,
everywhere.
Possessing a controlled substance without legal justification is considered a criminal offence, with a severity depending on the class of substance. Class A,
Oh,
cocaine,
these
heroin,
might
LSD,
need
I'm
to
reading all this.
change.
Yes, that's what I was kind of
Oh.
wanting to go through this with.
Crystal.
These are
meth.
no
Why would
longer
they need
accurate.
to change, Mr. DOJ? Do you know? Have you been doing drugs in your
Have you
past?
been doing
no,
drugs?
but I've seen new strains of people going around PD hearing things. There's different strains of drugs being possessed at the minute, and some of those are not
Strains.
around, is what I may say. So Class A would be. That's
Okay.
all correct. Remove opium sap. Strike opium sap.
Good
Class
to know I
B.
can still get crystal meth.
That's good. I was going to miss that.
Would amphetamines not be Class A?
No.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't. Same as ketamine.
Okay. Remove ketamine. Remove barbibuba.
How are we looking after our horses if we don't have ket?
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Do you think about it?
Remove steroids. Remove pipazines
Oh,
or
how am I
whatever.
meant to get big without
Steroids are a thing, no?
steroids?
I don't think so.
I swear there's steroids.
thought
No, this
steroids.
is all correct.
I thought for steroids.
Do we sell steroids?
I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure we do.
No, no, we don't.
Steroids used to be a thing. I don't think they are anymore.
I don't think they are.
Pretty sure they are in the pharmacy.
Have a look.
No,
I don't
you can
think
go
so.
have a look.
I
I'm pretty
think,
sure there's morphine, painkillers, adrenaline is a thing.
That's pseudo, but that's not fucking.
No, pseudo is a thing. I mean, possession of pseudo over. We might need to introduce a legal limit of pseudo.
If you can buy it from a
It
pharmacy.
wasn't
then-
Oh, actually, no,
I
we
think
do
you
need a
should put a
legal
limo.
limo of pseudo. It's an ingredient that I hear
Oh,
people
W
can
will
make
look at
meth
that.
with.
Okay.
What?
We should have a legal limit for
What?
pseudo.
Have
We
you
sell
been
we sell meth equipment?
What?
Apparently,
I don't
people,
believe this.
apparently, people have been crushing that shit to make meth.
Crushing
Okay,
it.
in
so
large
we don't
quantity,
sell the
so
meth
I
equipment
think
that people misuse.
beyond a
That's
certain amount,
really
it
weird.
should
I was
be.
wondering why all of our clients ask for it pre-crushed.
I think we should have a legal limit on it. On pseudo.
Oh, so you mean we can?
I think there should be.
Okay,
'cause
we
they
come
are help. They help
to-
you with stress. Those pills.
Hold on, we come to limits later. I'll add this to the list of limits, then we'll work on it. Hold on.
Yeah, add,
Yeah,
add
we can do
pseudo
that
to,
after.
to be
Oh,
addressed
the
as a limited amount.
pseudoephedrine. I got those.
Yeah, we need to have a legal limit on it.
How many you got?
2.
Oh, you're okay.
Legal
I
limits
don't
now
think
one.
it'll
If
be
he said 20, I was gonna say you need to investigate your own fucking
two. You
department.
could just pass
How
half
do
of
you
it to me and then we'd
spell?
both
How
be
do you
under the
spell
limit.
pseudo? How do we spell this?
I got you.
P-S-E-U-D-O.
Yeah, yeah, and then what's the rest of it? There's a lot
Fuck
more than
knows.
just.
Okay,
What's
I
the
got it.
rest
I
of it?
got it.
Oh,
I
no,
got it. I
steroids,
got it.
damn.
So PSEUDOEPHEDRINE.
And what are we saying? 5?
Yeah, Mr. Mogov has it.
Mm, I would say
We'll see.
10
I'd
max.
say 10 is the legal limit.
Yeah.
10. Why would you need 10?
And is that a class? Is that
Hey,
class C?
there's some stressful people
Yes.
out there.
Or class C, or just not
I would
allocated to
put it as a class B.
Really?
You
No,
know, but
class
that's
C.
no, because
I mean,
it's still a
if you
medical
can buy it
thing
from a
you
shop,
can
it
buy.
can't be
It's
anything above
yeah,
class
then
C.
do it class C then, but just the legal limit's 10 of them.
I'm not going to attempt to spell it. Someone else can.
PSEUDOE.
No, no, that's
We'll see.
irrelevant.
If we need to revise the amount, we'll revise the amount. If we see a lot of people showing up with
Yeah.
like loads and just below 10, maybe we'll revise the amount to like, I don't know, 5 or something. But for now, leave it at 10, I think.
All right, next.
I'm a carrying. I am
Do
not
you
all
want to add that
times.
in, Harry?
Oh, you can't fucking type, right?
No, I'm not typing that
He,
shit.
he doesn't know how to spell pseudo.
And I refuse to Google
It's
it.
class C. It's class C.
Class C, you fucking deaf.
You got,
God, you are so
you got
bald.
this. Just say same thing over legal limit.
Okay, cool. Next one. Possession of drug paraphernalia. Possessing items intended for drug use or distribution is a criminal offense. The person possessed tools linked to drug use, scales, syringes, crack pipes without valid medical use. Items found were reasonably associated with drug distribution, crack pipes,
Yeah.
and multiple containers.
We'll probably expand on that listing when we find out how people are making shit.
These are just
That'd be a
examples,
really
yeah.
good
Yeah,
idea.
these are examples.
I removed the small plastic baggies
I keep
because
I
you
keep
know
arresting
I love,
people.
those are freezer bags.
They are freezer bags.
Yeah, they're
They are
fine, I
very,
guess.
very small freezer bags.
They're very small, yeah. Why do you only have those small ones, Mr. Herr Wolfenstein?
Oh, they just seem to be selling the most. It's just all
He likes-
very figure out what the
Interesting.
market needs.
No, he likes frozen singular peas.
People put water in them to make ice cubes.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's it.
So
That's our excuse.
I have seen a lot of people with lab kits, but I don't see any of them working in
the,
labs.
the only thing, I mean, that would fit into linked to drug equipment, lab equipment. Like if you're just
Like
walking
lab
around with it and you're not working in medical fields, you have no reason to have this. That would fall into
I don't
possessing
think
equipment.
we could go around arresting.
You
people
can only
for
be
having-
charged if you have that. and
No,
go
but
nothing.
that's what I mean. That we're gonna have to update that list.
Yeah,
Yeah,
full mind but now
actually,
you,
to
now you
what
can have a
is-
holster.
So that will be
On
something
Sherry.
you'll
It
have to
needs
take
to-
note of, Harry,
it
over
needs to
time of
be
what is being caught with and
Yeah.
drug
Like
stuff.
Regulus says.
what are they having in their pockets, what's it for, and then we'll update the list to like if you're found with these kind of items on you, you will be arrested.
I got you.
Cool. Right, moving on. Possession or with intent to supply class A, B, or C. Possession of controlled substances in quantities or packages including intent, indicating intent to distribute. Sorry. Possession of a quantity exceeding personal use. Pre-packaging into smaller containers. Possession of large amounts of cash, scales, or other distribution tools. Evidence of suspicious behavior. Frequent short visits by multiple people. The substances were for personal use or no intent to distribute.
That's fine.
Yep.
Harry, can you quickly check Twitter?
Oh God.
The most recent post. Is that what they're using baggies for? The little bags?
Selling meth
So
baggies.
you just removed baggies, and so immediately someone birdie posts a birdie about selling baggies.
Selling meth baggies.
I think we need to re-add that.
No,
I'm gonna reply to it.
Whoa, hold
You
on.
can't
You
be
should
charged for
inform the
having
cops
plastic
about
bag.
that. What the fuck?
Guys,
hold
if
on.
you scroll down a little bit, have you guys seen Sonny Smith?
Big boy.
It's okay. I've requested.
Handsome.
Can I buy? We can all go do
Yeah.
a sting together.
Jesus
I'm the
Christ. I don't
official
know.
Harry K.
All right. What's next?
Moving
come
on
to
is
City Hall, we'll
public
buy it.
intoxication, misdemeanor, being intoxicated in public to the point of endangering yourself or others. The person was visibly intoxicated and unable to care for their safety and safety of others. Disorderly conduct occurred due to intoxication. Breathalyzer or drug test confirmed intoxication. Defense argument: the person was not intoxicated.
That's fine.
Following point: the behavior occurred on private property without affecting public areas. That's fine.
That's fine.
Cannabis cultivation, illegally growing or possessing marijuana without proper authorization. Pretty sure that's legal, isn't it? I'm sure it was legalized.
So hold on. Keep
Hold
prosecution
on.
argument. The person planted, cultivated, harvested, or possessed
You
more than
edited it.
one marijuana
It's
plant.
the
at any
legal
given time.
limit is you're allowed one plant.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is why it's saying there needs to be more than one marijuana plant. It
If
used to
anyone
be
in their
at
house
least
has
one.
over 2 pots, if anyone has more than 1 pot in their house, it's illegal.
That's what I'm saying.
It's one
Process
pot
more than
illegal.
one.
I don't know where the fuck you. I mean, you can buy pots. I don't know where you get seeds. I don't know what they're growing, but
We
yeah,
used
if you
to
have
have
one
one in
pot,
the
it's
commissioner
okay.
office.
Jesus Christ.
We made a Christmas tree out of it.
Okay, cool. That's fine then. Well, that's approved. Manufacturing a controlled substance, class A, B, or C, felony, illegally producing controlled substances through
That's
chemical
all fine.
synthesis or extraction.
Classification table. This is where we're gonna have to change. So the BAC amounts are gone. The limit is there's no limit per se anymore. Just positive or negative.
Positive or
Alcohol's
negative?
included in that, by the way. So unscratch alcohol. Alcohol would be class A. I guess. I don't know. It's not really class.
not, it's
Class
not
A
Class A.
I-
What's
I-
bad
no,
cocaine?
no.
and heroin.
All of them is if you come back positive. If you come back positive to any of these fucking things, it's over for you, brother.
You can't get class A for like that being drunk.
No. It's just no classification.
Cocaine, heroin, LSD, and meth limit. I think rather than NA,
It's
put
what's
0.
worth of a scrambled eggs. What the hell?
Yeah, just put 0.
Worth?
All the way down to cannabis, right?
But here's my question:
Well, John's right, I
how
think.
would people, by reading this legislation, know what the legal limit of alcohol is to the test? Like what
It's
this
zero
test-
tolerance state.
Yeah,
If you
zero
come back
tolerance.
positive to drinking alcohol, you're done.
Okay, so if you had 1 beer, it's already positive.
Yes, it's already
Okay.
positive. Yes, and you will know when you feel better. Is what it will be.
The Middle East are taking over.
But this is also
Whoa.
what you can have. Can people carry alcohol?
Yeah, Kushka.
There is already. I think you can carry it. Yes.
Because this is not how much you've smoked or how
No,
many
I think
plants
you're
you've
fine.
consumed.
Yeah. There's no law against carrying alcohol. It's just drinking it.
Then the substance
illegal
in
to
the
type.
public. No, in the public. Like if you're
Illegal.
home drinking alcohol or in a bar, do whatever the fuck you want. But if you're driving and you come back positive, because there is another legislation with that.
So if you walk out of a bar, you've had a few drinks, and
No,
you get
that's
breathalyzed on the side
well,
of the road.
if you go no. If you're driving, there
must
is no
stand
law
outside
saying
and
you
make
get
you all so much
breathalyzed for the
money.
side. No. If you look at the legislation, there's nowhere saying you'll get breathalyzed for walking on the side of the walk under the influence of alcohol.
But then what
Yeah.
I would say is that the alcohol limit is NA because
No,
you can
there's
carry.
There's no limit. It's just positive.
Yeah, but this we're not saying what is.
No, but you'd
Like,
have to. You'd have to.
prescribed
Li-
as
yeah,
a
but you'd have to link it to a charge. So if a charge,
The thing is,
charge there
everything
is
else on
DUI.
here is saying how
Yeah.
many you're allowed to
This
hold.
is public. Yeah, this is how many you're allowed to hold.
Like
Like, one
everything
plant.
else on here is how much you're allowed to hold. So it
Why
doesn't
is
make
the
sense
alcohol-
for alcohol. It should be
Yeah.
put a line between it and say
Yeah, then put it NA.
for driving
Fuck
and
it.
stuff.
Put it
And
NA.
then put with the public intoxication.
That's already there in public intoxication.
Then it's fine.
Okay. Okay. We need to remove some of these.
Bring booze back.
No, I'll
Booze
just
will
change
be
them.
coming back.
Cocaine, heroin can be changed to remove heroin, LSD, and ecstasy.
Ecstasy?
Ecstasy needs to be added. Yeah, I've heard rumors.
Actually,
Alright.
I have a. I heard. I
I'm
actually.
sorry.
Hear me out.
It's been
Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out.
Oh
Mhm.
God.
We don't have time, brother.
Yeah, we've been here for 2 hours, man. This is hurting
Just
me.
go say it. Say it.
Say,
Just spit
go,
it out,
go, go,
brother.
go.
We can look at our personal skills in our minds
What?
What?
and
You
and
are.
You mean
Oh,
the
yeah.
library of books?
Or
Spit
maybe
it
we
out,
just
Jesus
library of
Christ.
books of skills that we learn.
Right.
Maybe we
Like
just ask Murphy
hallucinogen.
to-
Is hallucinogen?
Hallucinogen would be a
Hallucinogens.
class B.
It's LSD, mate.
That's what I'm
LSD.
saying.
No,
so
yeah, no,
I-
that's LSD. Yeah, that's
And
already
LSD.
that's already in there.
and then you have ecstasy and
Maybe
That's the
Murphy
same
can
thing.
just
I mean,
tell
that-
us what he's heard on the
Yeah.
streets.
basically. I'm trying to. Okay.
LSD, meth, ecstasy, cocaine. That seems about right.
Yeah, cocaine now.
What I'm trying to say is instead of hearing rumors on the street or having ball knowledge
I'm just going off what
can just find it
like,
in the
we can
books.
find in the state of books of like
of
foraging,
books of skills.
of like what grows in the state.
Exactly.
Ketamine can go. Just keep amphetamines.
Harry, we can do
Unlimited
ecstasy at
joints.
a club. It's great.
No, that's not a thing. What
Yes.
the
When
fuck?
can I
Yeah,
get
but we're
myself
doing these,
some
man. We're
fentanyl?
going to a rave.
Joints is have 5. You're allowed 5 joints.
Oh, I think it should be higher
Why?
because how long is 5 joints gonna last? Some people not very.
Long enough.
I don't know how many joints you having.
I get through like 8 a day.
How many?
getting your-
How
where
many
are you
grams is
supplying
in your
yourself
joint?
I'm
joints?
joking. I've never had one. I've never had one. I promise.
We'll leave it there. We'll up it if we need to.
I swear it
There you
used to be pretty high, but that's a big decrease from what it used to be allowed.
It used to be stupid.
Okay, sorry.
But
I
then
remember it
again-
used to be really stupid.
With 40 grams, you could roll more joints.
Cannabis weed would be instead of grams, just consider a amount. Like you can have up to 10
Keep the
buds.
same joints.
Just put 10 buds. So cannabis loose, put it to buds. That would be 10. You're up to 10 buds. So then if you're rolling yourself a joint, whatever.
Cool. Moving on, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, malicious mischief, abuse or mistreatment of animals. I think there should be felony across the board. No room for misdemeanors. We don't.
What if I kick a rat?
You going to jail for kicking a rat?
I don't
What are you kicking rats for?
vermin. A
Misdemeanor.
seagull.
to
What if I
felony.
shoot a seagull?
They're still living animals. I'm gonna be Greta
I
Thunberg
think
here.
mistreatment can
Okay,
be if
well-
you accidentally mistreat an animal. It's why it's a misdemeanor. If it's an accidental situation. If you have a roadkill, it's
No,
not.
it,
You know,
it can't be though, because again, it says intentionally.
abuse or mistreat of animals.
I think-
Potentially harming. Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Misdemeanor is fine. Misdemeanor is a felony.
Yeah. Arguments.
Okay,
Violent-
fine.
Oh Jesus.
Violent
Okay. Yeah. This
gang-related
is...
activity, misdemeanor to felony. I
Yumps.
think that should be felony. That if it's violent, it should be a felony.
Yeah, agreed.
Oh my God. Oh, right. Come on.
Oh my god.
Sorry, I just found a photo of Harry. Actually, Murphy, can you give me your
Will
number?
you
Do
stop?
you not have my number?
You
I
you
called
stop sending
earlier.
crack
Oh, I
pictures
called you
of
on the
me.
DOJ number.
I'll give you mine. Oh, you put your phone away. All right, you're not getting mine now.
Okay. Give me your number. Jesus Christ.
Do you even have any of our numbers?
I do.
Do you not care about us?
the DOJ tablet. I can.
I see how it is.
Well, that's actually misuse of government facilities.
No,
Okay,
because
right,
it's to contact other government officials.
We're getting distracted. Moving on. Reckless endangerment, misdemeanor, creating a serious risk or physical injury through reckless behavior. The accused acted with extreme indifference to human life. The actions caused a serious risk of injury. Actions did not create a serious risk. Conduct
Starbucks is
was reasonable.
That's fine.
Yep.
Should notify me.
Because only injury, not death for.
There's another one that's for
Yeah,
death
we
related.
covered on that death. Yeah.
There's another one that's for that, which is
producing counterfeit money, felony, illegally producing counterfeit currency
fine.
to pass as legitimate.
That's felony.
happy.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Using counterfeit money, knowingly using fake currency.
That
So
would
that's-
be.
I mean, no,
He's proven they knowingly done it.
I think strike that.
a misdemeanor to a felony. I don't know.
No, I think
don't know.
strike the use
Why
of
you-
it.
You
Why
can't
strike
prove
it?
that someone
What?
knowingly used.
I mean,
you
I would
can.
say keep it as a
you could.
misdemeanor.
Everyday Jim and Sally don't know that it, like
Yeah,
if you
but-
get handed a 20,
yeah, but we're not
20
on
That's
about
not
that.
what this is, though.
we're not on about them. We're on
We're
about
on
say
about
The whole
So-
law says knowingly.
Yeah.
So like, if you got like a whole fucking amount.
Yeah, but how do you prove
How do you
knowingly?
prove it?
Okay, so we find gang-related activity where they're making counterfeit money, and members of the gang that aren't producing the money are spending the money. They would be the people we charge with it.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, it's fine.
Identity theft. Felony.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
would
Beth
be-
got me,
would
Mark.
that be
What
a
the fuck,
felony?
brother?
If I could turn up and give my name, like,
You're
different
giving your name to a
someone, then
cop.
It is what it is. Yeah, if you're giving it to a
Yeah,
cop,
but
you're
the
not always
only
giving it to a cop.
time the legislation would apply would be in a legal situation. Like if you're doing it to your friend, it doesn't matter, does it?
No, the only
Yeah.
time that this becomes a charge is say you're selling a vehicle, right? And you're like, hey, I'm Harry Wolfenstein, and this van is totally not scratched. Don't worry about it.
So yeah, I'd say it's a felony because if you're doing like a vehicle sale or you're pulling over by the police, it's
I agree.
it's
Conspiracy
bad,
to
I think.
I think
crime.
any situation.
You are joking.
I gave him food and water.
You are joking. This
Hey,
is
man,
not
I've
the first
tuned
time this has
him out
happened,
of
by the
me.
way. I met this fucker before. Same fucking thing.
I gave him
Oh.
2 food and water. I actually don't want a beer, so I'll take him.
They don't have a kit. Please
No.
tell me medics are. Oh my
If
god.
you give me 5k, I'll go buy a kit.
You'll be
Yeah,
too
you
late.
won't make it in time.
No, we have one.
There
in
is
the
I'm
ambulances.
calling an ambulance. Yeah, you won't make it in time for a kit. Like,
Right.
That's only works while he's crawling.
Mayor's dead.
Oh, I see.
Hi, hello. Can we get an ambulance over to the city hall in Sandy up in the second floor conference room?
Damn.
No, they
Thank
can't get up
you.
here. It'll be the out front.
Yeah, I know,
anyway,
there's no
actually,
point
wait,
in-
hold on. Fuck.
Just say we'll bring him out front.
The mayor is down.
He's an idiot.
Can you open the door for me?
Ryan, Harry K, Seth Brooks,
Oh, no.
John Murphy. Okay, they're gonna call in
I'm
when they
joining.
get here. You're
Alright.
fine. Mr. Mayor,
Help.
they're gonna call in.
I'm in the door.
Let's go back in the room. Okay, thank you. Bye. Oh my God, we have another one.
I got pushed
You are
into
joking.
it.
You
I got
are actually joking.
I got pushed into the
Someone
electric
unlock it,
thing.
please.
I don't have. Oh my God, this is a joke.
I got pushed into the electric.
Alright, let's just
thing.
go. Harry, shut up. Let's just go. We'll take you out when we're done. Me and Larry
Let's
got
keep
you
going.
two.
Let's keep going.
Okay. Identity theft. That was a felony. We've done that.
Conspiracy to commit a conspiracy to commit a crime. That's a misdemeanor. Yeah, it's fine. That's it is a
Okay.
conspiracy.
Misuse no more one system. That was stricken from.
No, why is that being stricken?
Why is that stricken?
That is still a very much a
No, we
problem.
need
Misuse
that.
of 911. That cannot be struck, and that needs to stay.
You still put illegal calls.
People
Surely
misusing
that should
emergency
be,
services.
surely that should be infraction
Okay.
to
All right.
misdemeanor.
Re-implemented.
It is a misdemeanor. It's already a
Yeah,
misdemeanor.
should it not be infraction to misdemeanor?
Brilliant.
It's illegal. It goes for EMS, PD. I think it should be part of legislation. It was a problem of.
Yeah, no, I agree
people
it should be
charging
there,
north.
but you can have an infraction of that.
What
now.
the fuck?
That doesn't
Mm,
have to be a misdemeanor.
because of how many times it happens. I say leave it as a misdemeanor for now.
I know.
Oh,
like,
okay. All right. The reason it's
will
stricken
be done.
because it was filed elsewhere under filing a false police report.
Alright,
wasting
Larry,
police
give me a
time.
hand.
Because it's
That
not just
wouldn't say
police.
that. It's not. Yeah.
It's not just police. EMS as well.
Okay.
DOJ,
No,
the
but
government.
but it's also.
not
Hey,
just
hey,
police,
hey,
If someone's just spam calling PD,
Can
they're not.
someone
making
grab
false
Harry?
police
That's fine.
Please.
Moving
It's
on.
not false
Okay.
report. Yeah.
Can you grab
This
Harry?
reports. My God.
Oh
It's
my
all
God,
these
these
Larry.
songs.
fucking
We'll
bozos.
still-
Wait, yeah,
we'll
the
still
EMS is
mean
here.
you.
EMS is here.
We'll just
Why don't you
mean
just
you.
let the EMS up here?
Disorderly conduct. Infraction
Wait.
misdemeanor.
It's just me and you,
No,
Seth.
we're not
It's
fucking
just me and
waiting.
you. Seth, it's
Yeah.
just me and you.
Wait.
I know.
Yeah, bro, we gotta wait on the others.
Why am I waiting?
No, not you. It's fucking Seth. Seth wants to just ramble on.
Oh, hey.
Hello. Nothing
I actually
sketchy
don't know what happened
happened.
to him. We gave them both food and water, so
I mean, this
we've
guy
had
ran
a very
into,
long meeting.
Alright, understandable. Alright, so,
We're just in the middle of
Oh.
a fairly,
Mr.
Very important meeting.
very time.
When two
constrained
Harrys meet,
meeting.
this is what happens.
Yeah, understandable.
I appreciate it.
Okay, his pulse is good, so I think he might
No
be
drinking
a
on the
little
job,
bit
Seth.
Dehydrated.
Seth got better place to be as well.
Hungry. Let's just get something going into him. Let's wake him up. There we go.
Oh
Mr.
my
Mayor.
god. Thank you so much. I apologize
No
greatly
worries.
for
I'm just doing my job.
inconveniencing you. Thank you. Do you need a
Honestly,
sandwich?
I'm around. I was around
I'll
the
take
block
one.
anyways, so yeah.
A sandwich. I forgot my sandwiches. You want a sandwich?
So I bought everyone sandwiches and you had.
Oh my
lunch.
god, thank
Got to
you.
eat them.
Oh,
No, these are the
I
ones
got
you
knocked
gave me.
into
Oh,
the
they're
thing.
all out of
Oh,
date.
I appreciate you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Right, I do
I-
need to charge both of you.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
Charge
what's
me
your
for
special
both.
numbers?
264. Charge me for both.
Okay. So that's gonna be 1200.
No worries.
Okay, let's go.
Don't say I don't treat you, Harry.
I
Thank you, buddy.
appreciate
Yeah,
it.
Thank you.
I got electrocuted on the way out the door.
I forgot to eat.
I got electrocuted.
Okay.
It's the processing of courts.
oh, I see.
Okay, so what?
Alright,
Disorderly
we're
We're gonna
conduct.
finish this bullshit.
Disorderly conduct.
Still concerts. I'm happy with that. How it's written.
That's fine. Disturbance of the peace. Creating loud, unreasonable noise meant to disturb others.
I don't think we need the
I-
extra point of accused failed to stop after receiving a lawful order because that's evasion.
Not from disturbing the police. I wouldn't be evasion.
No, that'd be because on
Yeah, but
they
why
don't
would-
follow a lawful order.
Yeah.
It
Is
doesn't
that,
need
is
to be
that
this.
currently is that currently under a legislation?
Yeah, we don't need that
to
bit.
follow.
It is just noise, annoyance.
I'm just trying to add the extra step of the police actually have to tell them to stop doing it before they can't just turn up and go, cool, we're arresting you. That's why that was there.
I've got an idea. I don't want to bring this up in very quick. Can't the excessive use of a horn fall under the same legislation part?
No.
Okay.
This is more. I'm trying to make it so an officer can't just turn up someone who's making, he's pumping some music and he can't just turn up and go, cool, we're arresting you. Because
Yeah.
without having to have that stop where the officer has to go, hey, stop. Because if he then stops, that's fine. But without that, hey, there has to be a lawful order, then the officer could just turn up and arrest him.
Oh my god, you guys even edited the bottom a lot.
Oh,
Oh yeah. Are you happy with that? Yes or no? If I add the lawful order?
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
I don't know if we're gonna be able to finish today.
Why?
should be.
Not much time left.
We're speeding through.
All of the rest, domestic terrorism, that's fine.
Right.
That's
Okay.
fine.
Going forward, no discussion. Just vote yes or no. Okay. We're gonna speed run this.
Well, then we do have discussion. You idiot.
If it's no, then it's discussion. If
Yeah,
yes,
exactly.
just
That's
say
what
yes.
we've been doing anyway.
That's what
No,
we've
we
been
haven't.
doing.
We've been fucking.
Continue.
Domestic terrorism. Fine
Everyone's
for PD.
reading. Read the title, and if anyone has an
Yes,
issue,
it's
just
fine. Go next.
Yes.
Unlawful possession.
Fine.
Yes.
Civil right violation.
Yes.
Uh,
Could be two felons.
Could be felony. Could be felony.
yeah, could be felony.
Yeah, it's a felon. This could be.
Misdemeanor,
This
two
is one's
felony.
mostly against the PD.
Yeah, 2 felony.
All right. Tax evasion. Fine. Do we think the 50k is fine? Yes.
It's misdemeanor 2 felony, not just
Yeah.
a felony.
I think
Oh, yeah,
it's
civil
okay.
rights.
So
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Errors
Yeah.
were errors were accented and owed money was paid. Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
Money laundering felony. Yep.
Yep.
Cool. Unlawful hunting, fishing, capture, misdemeanor. Engaging unauthorized hunting, fishing, or capturing of wildlife.
Ooh, this is gonna, especially now.
Yeah, because we're gonna have to. Okay, I mean, we can do it. We can do it
illegal
afterwards.
fish.
Yeah.
Yeah, this will need to be revisited to what is illegal fish.
We can get a list out and then we amend it.
Yeah, so if that will be like Harry, if you want to see like what fish is illegally collected and sold. If anyone's found of those, that's illegal fishing.
I changed the label to talk about the fact that it's because actually the description of the fish says it's illegal. So I've changed it to state any fish that's labeled as
okay.
Like any captured wildlife.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. I ain't reading all that. Someone else, you can all read it individually.
This last bit we can do at a later point because this is just
this
process.
Last
this
bit,
isn't legislation. This is
I've
just
already
process.
rewritten that first part, by the way, because that has changed. The one that was highlighted, the lawyer.
I put question mark. Yeah. Oh, you did.
I've changed it. I've changed it to what it actually is now.
Cool.
I will revisit that. So if you want to reformat, I'll fix the legislation thing tomorrow. If you
DOJ is an
you on your phone by email.
Yeah.
We'll fix we're done with the legislation now. Then.
Yes.
Now the judicial system documents, we will fix them through emails just to make sure we got it right.
Awesome.
And then if you want to sort the formatting of your office,
Wait, hold
Harry?
on. Something Harry's highlighted to discuss in meeting, the bail. Just quickly while we're all here.
Oh, bail.
Is bail a thing? Is that like?
I'd say.
What's the possibility of that? Does it make any I'm of the opinion that it doesn't make any sense.
I think for now, no. We'll introduce something if we need to. Remove bail for now. We will rework bail if it's needed, and we can make something for it. So like it actually kind of like how there's financing your car. There's something behind. There's me. If you're getting bail, like you have something that you will restrict you.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah.
If we're doing bail, let's do it properly.
Yep.
So that can be.
Can we do it?
I'd say leave the text there. Don't remove the text. Just have it there so we can have it as a future reference, just in case, so we don't lose all that we wrote about it, just in case we need to do something of it. Yeah. Okay. I think the rest we'll figure over emails is good. Everything looks good though.
I've paid you I paid you 3 for your time.
Amazing.
Ryan,
do you want to do the formatting for tomorrow? Then what we do tomorrow, release the document.
Yeah, we can do.
We release the document, so that means that people that want to become lawyers can form.
Johnny, you've got to understand.
3 days, and then I think Wednesday I take interviews for lawyers.
It's got to be
great.
proper.
So that means tomorrow.
We're looking at operators as well, which is good.
Nice. That all falls into place. So yeah, if we get the document out tomorrow.
Oh shit, you're thinking of operators by then. Nice.
Yeah, that's great. Tomorrow we get the document out.
Open on Friday, probably.
Yeah, just having selected operators. We open the document tomorrow, so lawyers anyone that wants to become a lawyer can, familiarize themselves and so on. And then, I'll put a deadline on, from tomorrow, that means they can apply through email on the DOJ at redline.net. I'll look at their...
I'm going to spam that email. You're going to hate these emails, but we're having to take photos of every email that comes, because it doesn't actually chain properly.
It doesn't chain, and it duplicates if there's more than 5.
So...
Yeah,
we're taking photos of all our emails and then deleting all the emails.
In the website, we just have a thread per chain.
Oh my god!
Email chain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you can't see previous emails and that you can't see.
They don't chain, and over 5 you get duplication issues.
Oh, I had a question, Mr. Murphy. Did you manage to get to the bike prices?
No, later.
Okay,
but
it's with good intentions, Johnny.
Like that. We get the document out tomorrow, and that means anyone that wants to be a lawyer, they can familiarize themselves.
Sometime you're free. I have some things on businesses, but would you rather me just send it to you elsewhere?
Tell Harry so he can put it in the thing where there's direct contact.
Tell me. Oh, yeah.
The reason I'm saying that is because I get you're all emailing me, but it's like so many different people to deal with, if that makes sense, rather than it all being in one place. It's not against anybody, it's easier if it's all in one place.
You, Ryan,
Fuck you, I'm emailing you everywhere.
No, I get it. Everything we've been through. And you don't even want to hear from me.
You disrespected me as a fucking detective.
Because you were a shit one.
Yeah, you kind of were.
You say that, but literally has collapsed since I've left.
Well,
No. Yeah.
No, it collapsed since Harry passed it to fucking Joshua, and
It
he ran
collapsed
away.
since Harry touched it.
I mean,
What
hey,
the
you
fuck?
could be
No, I
sitting
had a
here
great
with.
time.
That was sick. No, that
This
It
is
was only good when
handily-
Holloway was about.
And
Yeah,
whenever
we're
we
good then.
be
Is this,
happy.
is this meeting
Yes,
confirmed?
yes.
Okay, yeah.
Because we
We'll get the
could be
document
here.
out tomorrow, and
Yep.
like that, anyone that wants to do lawyer, they can
Yeah,
become
no,
lawyer.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
do get it. I do
Have
get
fun.
it.
Been
but
here
it's
so-
best intent,
Nate
right?
Jones,
appreciate your time.
Zach Fox, and
That's
have a
not
meeting
enough. I
for
want
about
triple
5
I don't-
hours.
Oh my
6
God.
hours, 7 hours.
You owe me 20k.
Could you imagine this meeting with Zach Fox?
Don't let me
At
out.
least.
Don't let me out.
But we have.
God. He messaged me actually about his meetings.
Yeah.
Bye.
Did he message me
Bye-bye.
about a meeting?
Oh my god.
Alrighty.
Are you off?
No.
Did-
Do you wanna?
Did he-
I'll
did
do it
he-
shortly.
he
I've got
ever
a couple
talk
of
to you
business
about
meetings
his
I need to do if you want to sit.
business?
Yeah.
Let me deal with Larry
We kind of
first,
just
then-
said yeah, but no.
I need
I'll check
one,
Larry
one what I
first, and
need
then-
you to sit in on.
What business?
What one's it? Is it the first
He
one?
wants
or-
to manufacture.
He wants
No,
legal
I haven't
manufacturing
discussed
of
that. I
guns.
can probably do
Zach
it.
Fox.
What?
Who's it with?
Jacob Fretovich.
Oh my
What
god,
does it want to
that's
go through?
something else.
We
His,
did-
his
we do it
idea's
tomorrow.
cool
by
in
any
concept,
chance?
but realistically, how's
Just
he
as
going to
long as
manage
it's
it so that it's
Yeah.
fully legal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause it just adds to our workload because we'd be the ones that have to verify everything. It's just too much.
Yeah. And make sure that
Oh,
every
no.
gun that he's manufacturing is
no.
licensed.
Oh,
and
Yeah,
hasn't
I
been-
know,
Have
Johnny,
you got
I know.
bandages?
I'm like, if I was on a scale of 1 to 10 right now, I'm not.
It doesn't help though that there's been server issues
This is not.
and Havoc's the one setting these things up, right?
Oh.
And
Why do you keep walking into the heaters?
You
That's the
know,
problem.
those
I'm just
that
not
are
looking at them.
available and active, I'm running
Anyway,
PD, so I couldn't necessarily do it.
Also, buddy.
Hello. You want to talk cars? I like cars.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys have fun.
Harry, fuck off.
What's your favorite
You
car?
bitch.
Someone messaged
You
me asking
bitch.
for this,
Bye, sweetheart.
possibly.
Bitch.
Oh, nice.
Bye.
Little does he know
You
he's not
bitch.
using S's.
You call a little bitch.
You little bitch.
Okay, you're never getting stay back. Fuck you, man.
Hey, I'm sorry. Give me a hug. Give me a hug.
What? Why? No.
What one? Main?
Oh, great.
I'm sorry, okay?
Stop touching
I'm
me.
sorry.
Have fun.
Bye bye.
Where am I going? This way. Where the park? Oh, fuck, my car's been stolen. But no, I get it, Johnny. But it's always difficult when you've got the likes of Havoc, the one who's managing it. My car got
You're not trying
stolen.
to do it.
When Havoc's doing it, and then he's got server issues and things like that.
Here, it's behind me.
Wait, what?
All the way at the corner.
No, that's not mine.
Is that not yours? The blue bee?
Oh, it is. It's been smashed. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh shit, what the fuck? Oh my god, it's been destroyed. Yeah, sneaky. So there's a lot. DOJ isn't just about the legislation and getting things set up for lawyers. It's about making sure they have, you know, things in game that they can use. But the problem with that is there's also server issues, right? And if French is the one that's dealing with it, then unfortunately he's then tied up dealing with other things. And I think he's got best intentions because he doesn't want to let people down and say, hey, you know what? Enjoy riding right back to you. Great. Honestly, this thing has been smashed more than Bonnie Blue. What the fuck? A suspended license, that'll be something that comes in. But yeah, it's one of those. I do get it. It's annoying. I know people want to do it. And I also want to start dealing with lawyers. I want to have court cases and things. But it's always difficult, right? You know, other things crop up. Things cause issues. Although I did like this MDT thing and the dispatch. The dispatch calls now come through to everyone whether you're off duty or on duty. And that's because we had to do an update because we lost all dispatch calls and it was rough. But that takes time out, right? So when the only person who could really fix it was French. So then he's not working on DOJ, he's working on dispatch. Yeah, 100%. It'll be tomorrow, Gianni. And also, I'm going to go into the MDT and add all the legislation. So you can go see the legislation at PD. You can buy, you know, you can see it there. You can view it on the MDT. You go through it. You understand what the prosecution arguments are, what the defense arguments are. Yeah, BB Woo, how's it going? Welcome to stream. French can teach others, but it's a balance, and it has to be done by CM, because CM oversee the entire server. CM is community management. So the idea of community management is to be unbiased and, you know, look after all points of view. They give me fairly free rein with PD, but still, you know, he is there to step in if there's a problem. But DOJ is something that had failed in the past, and we really want it working. We don't want it being so restrictive as it previously was. We want to make sure that we've got multiple judges, we've got multiple lawyers, and that this thing can grow on its own. So we will lose it. No, we won't lose our gas station. We filled it up early. Doing our best to type everything up. Be wild, wouldn't it? Criminal space? No. PD Academy. So PD training has all been worked on by both Billy and Angel. So both, well, Bailey, and they've been going through all the training, getting training. So the divorce court. The divorce was an interesting one, but I'd love to see more civil cases. You know, from an admin side, I'm technically allowed to have a judge. However, with that, you know, do I want to be in a situation where I'm doing a court case for PD? Probably not. What I could do, though, is I could do civil court cases, right? You know, I could do all the fun ones and all the interesting ones that are related to PD. And then it helps with that, you know, even if I am very balanced about it and I find PD in a wrong, it stops anyone thinking that it was biased one way or the other to either make it look like it was more balanced or not balanced, you know. One thing that should be put in daily costs while in prison. Costs you $60 a day while in jail. Oh my god. We do have a tax in jail, so that is the thing. Oh, we are rough on these things. Maybe we'll order some more fuel before we go. Exactly, Gianni. So that's one of the things is I'd be a supreme judge, but I wouldn't be dealing with criminal cases, so to speak. I'd more focus, if I was to do it, I'd focus on, you know, being I'd focus on being more of a civil judge, dealing with civil cases, you know. Because I think it'd be fun. I think it'd be fun to bring some Judge RP in, but obviously I am kind of artificially restricted in a lot of ways by the job as commissioner, because even if I have another character who's a judge, if I go do a criminal case and rule in favor of the PD, even if every other judge would agree with me that I was in a right, there will be people out there that think that maybe I was biased towards a PD, right? Because at the end of the day, my main character is commissioner of the PD. So it's all a balance. Hey Luke, how's it going, brother? And we've got a big tanker. We are flying. No charges for commercial yet, so I'm okay. We're over there. Okay, we'll be sensible. We'll be sensible and we'll go turn up over here. Have Tibbs as a judge. Could you imagine Tibbs as a judge? That sounds like an atrocious time for everyone. He's saying you can't be impartial. I'm not saying I can't be impartial, but what I'm saying is it avoids that bias, right? It avoids anyone thinking that I'm not impartial about it. You know, realistically, people will always be upset. Tibbs and Angel both judges. That'd be wild. Hey, listen, we can charge you for free over. Snowy gonna be a liar. I'd like to see Snowy as a liar. I'll trip him up on grilled cheese sandwiches again. Like when he told me, you can't prove it was me robbing that store. And I said, okay, well, thank you for the grilled cheese sandwiches. And he went, yeah, no worries. And it was him that gave me it in outfit. Ever since then, I called him grilled cheese. A probation officer or prison guard, I'd do that. It'd be funny as hell. Tibbs has a brother, great. I want any of Tibbs' family in a city. Tibbs would probably try and mount him. See Tibbs and Angel as lawyers, that'd be wild. He said he misclicked that there. Do you want to put any more in? We do. Estate agents, yes. So we will obviously sell property. That is definitely still a thing. Waiting on your disability and then you'll drive red line. Nice. Your dad was a sheriff and you studied law. You love RP. Great. I love it. I'll be sick. Do we want to take another? We could probably take some plus sub premium. No, so Johnny, you will be able to buy rent. So rent is one of those things where all MLO properties, anything you can just walk in and out of, will always be rentable. It will never be buyable because what we don't want is people hoarding locations, right? Wait, where the hell am I going with this? Oh, it's going to be Roxwood, isn't it? I haven't got a mark for it. No? Okay. Where the hell are you sending me? They're sending me anywhere. What the hell? You just give me a truck. No IDW without. That avoids any biasness, but wait. Oh my god, it is. It's all the way to Roxwood. The hell is this? Yeah, exactly. So MLO properties will always be rentable. Anything you can walk in and out of because they are so limited in a sense. If there's no officers, right? Yeah. Hey, God, no one will ever know. Just send it. Yeah, exactly right. I am worried about crashing in Roxwood though, because that is still a problem. So we might have to cut across. It's quite nice to getting fuel for yourself. Keeps it simple. But yeah, because MLO property is so rare, it's one of those where if you're inactive in the server, you lose it. Just so it goes rentable again and it keeps the economy moving with it. If you're okay with having an office, as an example, or an MLO that, well, not an MLO, but say a shell that's created. Oh, I've had a couple of crashes. It's still there. It's still an issue in some parts, but we'll see. But I'm excited. I'm excited for DLJ to come back. I'm excited for, as Havoc put out yesterday, the opening up of certain crimes. Put police lights on a rig. I think I'd probably get sued by every other gas station owner at that point. Okay, we're flying. We are flat out in this truck. No, DOJ is a lot different. This is why it's taking so long, ADW. Oh my god, we are having issues. On my way, bitches. DOJ has got a huge amount of a rework. There's so much more in game for it. Now, rent is generally just for MLOs and specialist shells, so things like the offices. When we actually get back into housing, which will be after DOJ, as far as I'm aware, the mayor will be allowed to buy areas to have houses put, and then we put houses, so it'll be a little different. You won't just walk up to a place and say, hey, I want to buy this area. You will have a set amount of places that they can buy, and then they can be purchasable, and it'll be up to the mayor to set prices. Which obviously, whatever he buys that construction for, he's going to want to make money back. GTA 6 delayed again? No, we're still November, no? We never listen to the train. We never ever listen to the train. I guess we'll know Tuesday the 3rd of February if there's another delay with it. So Take Two have announced that there will be an announcement about GTA 6 in their earnings call, which can mean delays. It can also mean you know, maybe that they're gonna say that it's gone gold, or all these things can be announced. So we wait until Feb 3rd and we'll find out. Do I know who's going to go for second commissioner? I don't. So what's going to happen is we're going to put an application out. People will be able to apply for it. And then I will work with the likes of Nip and French and Jake. You know, all the CMs and Mac to whittle down and make sure that we have a good shortlist, and then we'll go from there. Yeah, I've seen the confident about it, and I'm happy with that. Best in take two. You could. I'm worried about going down here. Sometimes when you go down here, you crash that bit of Polito. We're gonna stick over this side. So you my job. God damn. This is illegal driving, but there's no cops around, so fuck you, Fox. Sue me. Yeah, I've crashed a few times, especially when buying a PD cars, because the PD garage is just over there. Fox and Mark, good commissioner. I mean, you know, if I apply for it, they'll be considered. Yeah, it's only illegal if police are there. You should know this. But I just want to do. I've hated going through the commissioner suggestions, you know, each time, and how we do it. I think it's very difficult for us to pick because commissioner has so much workload that they need to. Anyone that wants to apply for it needs to really think, do they have time? And if they don't think they have time for it, then they shouldn't apply for it. Oh, I got past it. Okay, the track goes past it. Oh, we're down now. Okay, okay, okay. We got this. Hey, go, ain't no one stop me. We ain't got pulled anywhere. Yeah, we missed the Rex out. Too busy waffling. Oh, wrong side. Wrong side. Okay. Elite level driving, 100%. Jake is back, but Jake is also now a full-fledged officer, so it will all depend on his schedule, his timings, and everything else, and you know how he wants to spend his time. Wait, what the hell did I hit? Go on, please put lights on right acrobat. Listen, Johnny, I don't even hate. This has been a long run. I am not doing another one. Unfortunately, officers voting for commissioner doesn't really work. So the reason it doesn't really work is because people need to realize that commissioner isn't just what you see in game. There is what you see in games, about 20% of the commissioner job. The rest is about server balancing. It's about work on the PD as a whole. And honestly, if people want to be commissioner, they've got to understand that there is a huge commitment. So the reason why we don't do things like officers voting on it is because we want to make sure that ORC people have time and are available and understand what they're getting into. Public shaming, 100%. Join the stream, you're coming home hammered from a pub. I like it. Okay, Civ. Let me... Okay, Civ, yeah, it's fine. PD paperwork as well, yeah. Honestly, being commissioner is both the best and worst thing I've ever done. In a red line sense, anyway. You know, there's obviously stuff in magnitudes outside of that, but in red line, being commissioner is both the best and the worst thing I've done, because you don't really get to be a cop anymore. You spend all your time thinking about how PD works and balances, and it is so much work. Admins of red line, myself, Sergeant, Haley, Lauren, Elite, Tigo, Football, Prox, Jason, Carter as well, and obviously, you know, French and Nip. This is it, you know. We did get another win. We do need more officers, but it takes training. Doesn't hurt to apply. Doesn't hurt for anyone to apply and become commissioner. Nip is the owner. Yeah, but it doesn't hurt to apply. All applications will be considered that are, but there will be some limitations on applications. You've got to have been in PD a while, you've got to have been around a while, you've got to have been active in PD for a specific time, all these things. Who do I think can make a good commissioner? I don't want to say, because look, it's one of those where I've got some names in mind. If they're going to apply or not is a different story. Some may say they apply, some may say they're not applying, and I don't want to influence that in a sense of, hey, yeah, I think these would be a good commissioner, so then they apply for it and don't realise, right? And it takes that bias out as well, because I will have some influence in it. The decision of commissioner isn't up to me, but I do have influence in, you know, who it could be, right? But they're obviously going to take on board my feedback as commissioner about what's expected in the role, what I think people are doing, how I think people are applying. Could do if pay good. The pay isn't good. You get the same pay as commissioner as you do a trainee. Yeah, tanks are here. Hot dogs. Yes, exactly, Lance. And that's also a balance for the commissioner. The commissioner that comes in has got to understand that PD is a balance. It can't just be win mentality cops, but it also can't be so lax that we don't have any structure. Yeah, EMS trainee used to run more than I did. It's fairly easy being PD as long as you're willing to take the time to learn. Such a low pay rate is why you got diversity 100%. You know, unfortunately, I get paid the same as a PD trainee now. I've haggled about bonuses, but you never know. It probably won't happen. But as commissioner, there's so much more work. So, is being commissioner worth it? Probably not. It's got to be for people that generally want to make PD better. Hardest thing to remember about PD is what's right and wrong in each law, right? Like you don't want to charge someone incorrectly. You don't want to charge someone with something or raise an issue. You know, tell someone you're charging them with something and then later correct yourself, because one, it frustrates people, but two, it also doesn't hold up in court very well. How many commissioners? So we got one at the moment. We always try and aim for two, because again, it's a balance. What we don't want from commissioner is, say myself, right? I've been kind of running PD solo a lot for my role and what I've been doing. And the problem with that is what I necessarily make as a final call may not be right for the server as a whole. Commissioner is about server balance. Commissioner is about making sure that it's not too difficult for criminals, it's not too restrictive for civilians, and it's not too hard for PD, but also making sure that, you know, PD get that dopamine hit of getting a win and being able to manage that side. So it becomes very difficult to manage. You think Fox for commissioner? I mean, that's fair. My 100%. We just dictatorship the entire thing. We don't hire a commissioner. We just have me, and then I wait for government to fall and DOJ to fall, and then we take over. I mean, again, it's a fair point, ADW. You know, I will keep my opinions on everyone about who I think is appropriate for commissioner, who isn't. Very much to myself. Could spend time with Bailey learning, 100%. Uppy for commissioner, again, he hasn't got the time. You know, he's got his YouTube to run, he's got a family. Elite for commissioner, oh god, could you imagine? Again, Elite just announced he's having a baby, so I don't think he's gonna have time for it. No, ADWA, you ain't overqualified. Bush for commissioner, that'd be wild. Okay, we're pretty much... Yeah, I'm gonna leave plus for now, but everything else is fine. How many times have been sniped by a trade? Too many to count. Way too many to count. But listen, this was going to be very much a short stream. Just go through the laws and things. So, we will be back. I've got to go do some things. So, I am going to send you all straight over to Marky Mark. Tell him he's a shit officer from me. Just let him know the commissioner thinks he's a shit officer and he needs to socialize, right? I appreciate you guys. I will see you in the next one. Have a good one. Bye-bye.